Hey, hello. Lern's hands in the air. All right.
I'm like
an old person.
car guys.
I want to buy a car.
Remember, we had that whole thing saying that if you're somebody that puts their hands in the air while they dance, you are considered old.
Well, I am old as hell.
Or you're looking old.
Wait, what?
to young
Buddy.
people. You weren't here.
Is that a fact?
That is
yeah.
a fact.
So all the songs of if you was a true player, put your hands in the air.
Oh, yeah.
All of that.
We're old.
All
Yeah.
the true players are over 35.
That's right.
Yeah, young people will look at you.
Just saying that verse out loud proves it, kind of.
Well, yeah. When I'm saying it, yeah, I'm a 80s born punk rocker.
Yeah, the youngins. If you are dancing with your hands in the air, that is a sign you're an old person.
Ooh, look, my hips are moving. Here, look,
Yeah,
put my hands up.
that is true.
That's the square dance.
Yeah.
Or the what did our parents do? Did your
That's the hustle.
Your
That's
parents
the
ever
new
go to
hustle,
dances
dude.
when you were younger, or
No.
no? It was my grandparents. My grandparents went to
Like line dancing?
no, it wasn't line dancing. It wasn't country dancing. It was like old folk, city
Square
boy
dancing?
City boy dancing. Was it square dancing?
City boy dancing.
I don't know what it was, but like it wasn't like,
Like
a
ballroom
swing?
dancing?
Are they bopping?
Swing?
The
No, this-
Charleston.
None of us are helping our case right now.
This was in like the 80s, and I remember my grandparents would go dancing. Like I don't know if it was at churches or something. Probably not churches. Now that I think of that, that sounds like a dumb answer. But it was some sort of like dance hall kind of thing, and it was like old folks dancing. You know what I mean? Like
Is it like the box thing?
yeah, that's square dancing, right? Or square
square
dancing is
dancing-
country
Country
stuff.
line dancing.
Yeah, okay.
Country
now,
and Western.
take all the country and the Western out of it, and there was something I forget what they called it. It wasn't ballroom dancing, but it was just old folks getting together, fellowship,
Moving.
Yeah,
They're basically moving.
and moving in couple
It
formations.
was ball walking.
They'd be moving in
the
kind of
lambada.
sync.
Whatever it was, it was
The forbidden
The
dance of
forbidden
love.
dance.
yeah, it was bingo. It was like basically like bingo get-togethers, but for people that didn't want to sit down.
Well, I did not have my hands up on Saturday. I'm here to tell you. I did dance. I think I was the only one in this
Oh,
crew
you
that
definitely
went
had
on the
your hands
dance
up.
floor.
That's not true. I was out there.
I was dancing for 3
too.
hours with a guitar on me.
Were you? I thought you were working so hard and like visiting. You were dancing?
I was visiting. I was dancing. Anytime I went through the dance floor, I danced my way through.
All
I
right.
feel like
That's the right way.
I feel like I got left out of everything. I mean,
Well,
you guys
You did
visited.
get left out of everything.
Yeah, you guys
You were
visited.
Well, you're on
entertaining
stage.
us.
Yeah.
You
We were
visited.
working.
Yeah, you visited me on stage, but like you're talking about every one of our friends in this whole giant group, and I was like, oh, they were there. They were there. They were
Stop
there.
performing at
I
these
didn't even
events,
know.
man. Because I did miss you. I felt like I was hanging out with your wife and like everybody else's
Well,
wife.
yeah.
But
Let me
you should've
first
been there.
Kind of bummed.
Let me first say that the Mad Tea Party, Halloween party at Ballpark Village, huge success.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming down.
Huge.
Sold the F out.
Sold out in advance.
Sold out. Without a doubt, the biggest Halloween party in the city.
Yep.
Like
100%.
no ifs, ands, or buts.
And
They
I
were
was-
turning people away.
And I was up there making penis jokes. I can't believe that. That's the first time I've ever done that.
Wow, it was for adults.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was
say
like,
about
There were
penises?
chicks there with their cans hanging out. I mean,
Say something about jalapeno.
you weren't there for the penis jokes?
I didn't hear it,
Nah,
no.
must have been
I
cool.
miss the penis jokes too.
Oh, well.
Dude,
I would like them repeated if possible.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not doing that.
Were you joking
Give us the
about our
shortest
costumes?
version.
Because everybody in the comments of our Rizz Show Facebook accounts can't get over Rafe's junk. Junkwiser.com was Rafe Williams on Saturday night.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that sponsorship. They were
Well,
there.
Well, listen, the Central West End party wound up being shut down.
Yes.
So there's two
Because it was outdoors.
There's two big parties, usually the same night, in downtown St. Louis. So it's ours at Ballpark Village and the Central West End party.
It's huge.
Which is also huge. It started. I know they got it going, but it started raining. They shut it down.
Right.
That sucks, man.
And a lot of people started to migrate to our place, but were turned away because we
There's
were
a
sold out in
fire
advance.
code. Yeah, sold out in advance, and they made it clear, like, hey, we are at capacity, baby. Ain't nobody else coming in here.
And I'm sure, we were all on stage at some point. From the stage, just looking around, I mean, the balconies were full.
All the little clubs were full.
All the little clubs upstairs
Oh, my
were
God.
full. It was wild.
Guys, they were so full that there was people on the balcony above the stage. Thanks for dropping a drink
Oh,
on
isn't that
us.
great?
I went to the PBR bar with a couple of listeners I met. I was like, let's go dance at the PBR bar, get on that bull, like a real cool chick. And we go in, and it was asses to elbows. You could not, there was no movement in that
I
place.
didn't ride the bull this year.
Yeah, you read it? Was that last year?
Last year I did.
Yep.
Yeah, I
We
think
all
you did it a couple of years ago as well.
I do it every year.
So much
Okay.
fun.
I couldn't even. I didn't even make my way upstairs because I wanted to be in my White Rabbit costume on the bull.
You would have hated it up there. It was so hot. So
We really missed an opportunity to ride that bull together.
I know.
Indian and Audi.
Dumb.
We were, you and I, as being a duo, we were in separate, we were never in the same place for too long. Like, I feel like we had so many different places to be. So, yeah.
Man, that bunny costume was hot.
You looked hot when you were on
It
stage.
was. I mean, I wound up taking the suit off at some point at night. I think after at like 11:30, I was like, I'm done with this.
Right.
You were putting your feet on other people by the end of the party.
I was like, I can't anymore with this costume.
Your bunny feet also made you slide on stage after your even flow performance.
Yeah.
That was so fun. Like, you were backing up and then the bunny feet went forward.
The feet have no tread.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The bunny feet have no tread.
And by the time you hit the
Freaking
stage,
hot.
that was the second set. It was about I think about 10.5 beers from the front row that had been spilled on the stage and all of our pedals. So like everything was
Yeah.
just soaked.
There were sparks flying everywhere.
Dude,
it was awesome.
It really was. I mean, there was
It looked like pyro just because people were spilling drinks all over Moon's equipment.
Oh, my God.
yeah, there was a half-inch of fluid between me and Chris's pedal boards and the front of the stage. So about 5 feet of just 5
when we
square
say
feet
fluid, it was
of
every type of fluid.
Oh, yeah.
a
Bodily
kiddie pool.
fluids.
Hey, even flow.
Yeah, it was
Lemonade.
nasty.
Yeah, lemonade.
That's how it goes, though, man. That's how it goes.
No, so
at
I'm
that type
wearing
of show.
the white rabbit feet, and there's no tread.
And you just went, man.
There's no tread.
There's an action shot, actually, of
There's
it.
no
that
tread on those feet.
Your wife.
Anyway,
You wonder
You
why
did
I'm
good,
tearing,
though, considering.
Yeah, you wonder why I'm tearing ACLs on
Yeah.
stage.
I have this photo that Mrs. Rizz took, and you're like getting ready to go down.
Let's see. Oh, what the heck? Wow. It looks like you're popping a squat right there. You're just ready to poop.
well, after I'm
That's
like,
a
man,
bunny
my
rabbit.
my knees.
Is that when you fell at the end?
Yeah. No,
you
so I
fell twice. I forgot about that. I thought it was a play, and then you were on the ground again.
took.
Yeah, I thought so.
I took my bunny because it was a onesie, like that
Oh,
zipped
it
in the
was?
back.
I thought it was pants.
Oh no.
Oh, dang.
Oh, it was a full.
Gosh.
Did you go to the bathroom in that
No.
thing? Okay.
What?
I didn't have to go to the bathroom once.
You're
Lucky.
amazing.
Well, I was just sweating. Like I didn't have to urinate at all.
I had not to interject in your story, but I had to install a ripcord on the back of mine because I also had a onesie on, and I couldn't unzip it. So I had to have a little piece of thread so I could unzip it and get out of it, but I couldn't get it back on. So I went to the bathroom 3 times, and each time, luckily, there were all sorts of hotties in there. I'm like, can somebody please get me back into my outfit? Women are
nice of you
nice
to
that
say.
way. Yeah.
Well, so I took the top off and I had a shirt on and it soaked through. I mean, it was. I could have wrung it out.
Ew.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Gross.
Oh, and all my stuff ended up in a pile because I had a couple different changes too, a couple different outfits, and I sweat through every one of them. And dude, the bag, I didn't unload it until Sunday afternoon, and it was just like steaming show sweat.
Yummy.
Really?
A Bo Jackson jersey, Wu-Tang Clan shirt, and that pirate coat. Just sweat, dude.
King Scott was the most comfy out of all of us. I feel like you were the most like in your element as far as like comfort,
great.
wise.
Because you had a draft under your skirt.
Dude, it was
Scott had
fantastic.
a skirt
It was
on.
perfect temperature the entire night, 0 sweat. This is the first time I think I've gone to a Halloween thing and not just sweated the whole time.
Good.
Scott
great.
and Allison looked so freaking
Yeah, my
perfect.
wife
So
was
cute.
amazing.
Did your wife dress as you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Allison was the perfect King Scott, and then Scott was the perfect Weird Al.
Weird Alice.
Alice in Wonderland. So
Weird Alice.
So cute.
That was a fun one, man.
My costume gave me a newfound respect for women in rompers
Yes.
because the bathroom was a chore.
yeah, we were
I only peed 2 or 3 times, and boy, howdy,
we had a 6-minute
I had a
changeover.
lot to take off.
We had a 6-minute changeover in our dressing room. We're trying to change clothes real quick and go to the bathroom, and the door just has been locked for the whole time. And I'm like, who is pooping? Who is pooping? And Rafe pops
I'm
out. and is
peeing.
Like, he goes, I'm sorry, man. I had to pee, and I had to take off 3
Yeah.
outfits.
Yep.
Yeah, I had on a lot. I had on 2 morph suits,
We didn't realize it.
a jock strap, underwear,
Ah,
compression shorts, all just
wife
to
said-
hide as best I
you
could.
moose knuckle.
Because let me tell you something. When I had one morph suit on, and I sent a photo out for review to a couple people, and I was like, it was. Moon said he's worn one before too, and I'm like, You can see so clearly what's going on down. You can see my thoughts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you can look at my crotch and be like, I can tell what
Yeah.
you're thinking. I can see so clearly what's going on down
I can
there.
see your ridge and your IQ.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you were rocking the moose knuckle, but you guys look great. Tweedledee, Tweedledum. It was
It was
great.
so much fun.
It was fun.
You
It was
guys
a good
look great.
costume.
My wife said she was in charge of pulling up that red onesie on you whenever she saw you. She
Oh,
just
yeah?
like, let me just give that a tug up.
I think I have sag ass or something.
We just wanted to make sure you were, properly toit.
Well, the funny thing
She's
is
a good woman.
that you said you
Hang on to that one.
You didn't even know because you were like, oh, those are morph suits, or you said they were morph suits.
They had them on backwards.
Morph suits, and I was like, oh, you got them on backwards because the zipper's supposed to be in the back, and you were like, that makes more sense. But that would have been so tough.
It
For
would have
you.
been untenable.
Yep.
That might have been why the moose knuckle was so prominent, though, is that I was like,
because you were
was
butting
like-
it.
it was the butt. I had the butt out front.
Yeah, I think next year, if it's going to be a theme party again, I'm not going to do anything sweaty.
Let's just not do, group costumes. We can all do our own thing.
I enjoy the theme.
All right.
I enjoy doing the theme thing. I think that's fun.
We could be a swim team next year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just show up. in bodies.
Be
Yes, good
comfortable
idea,
the
Scott.
whole time.
Just speedos.
But what up?
Come down to the
easy.
88 Olympics Halloween party.
I've done that before. In Houston, I played. We were playing a show on Halloween, and we had a beer bottle costume, and I put a red Speedo on, and then I put the beer bottle over it, thinking like, oh, this is gonna be kind of hot, so I don't want to wear anything underneath it. Dude, by third song, I was so hot playing in this like stinky bar thing in Houston that I just took the beer bottle off and I played. I felt like a Red Hot Chili Pepper. It was kind of a dream come true. I played in a Speedo.
Yeah, when they used to put the socks in their dongs.
Yeah, but I wish I'd have put something because with a guitar just slapping on everything, you're jumping around doing all that kind of stuff. It's like surfing, and if you know what surfing does to your boys, it's not flattering.
Oh.
It's not
And I'm a
flattering.
pro surfer. I had no idea.
It's just it goes into protection mode as we men know.
Full withdrawal.
Well, you all
Retreat.
look great. And
Thanks,
some of
man.
the costumes there were amazing.
So cool, dude.
The winner of our costume contest was a
Who won? I was so get this. I'm in the backstage.
Fortune teller.
fortune teller.
Oh, okay, we're putting the country stuff on, and we're watching it on TV. And right when you guys are about to announce the winner, it like went to a commercial. So all of us were like, "Oh my gosh, who won?" Because
the fortune teller won.
You guys had there was 3 or 4 people up
We
there
were on TV?
with the coolest
Had no
costumes
idea.
I've ever seen up there.
So there was the Grim Reaper, the huge Grim Reaper. That
Nine,
that dude
10
came in
feet?
second. The dragon came in third.
That was cool.
But I'm telling
Awesome.
you,
Wait,
there was
that the gal with the wings?
No, that was the
That one was
American
awesome, too.
Democracy Ferry or whatever.
How
it
did that
was.
work? We
she had a button over on her lapel.
So
it was mechanized.
We thought people were behind her lifting the wings because they went so
No,
big.
she had a
They're
button
cool.
It was
on
like
her.
hydraulics, dude.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Honestly, her costume was awesome, and I think she should have done better in the contest. I think people were projecting their politics onto her costume because there were people like booing
Yeah.
when
Booing?
Who knows, man? Because
Well,
it had
was
American flag
wings. And she had a picture of Joe Biden like on her crotch, and she said it was Joe Biden in a nest. I didn't understand if it was a political statement or anything.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah, I
she was
didn't know
coming
what
up and
the-
being like democracy, but she came up and said she was like a fairy of some kind.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was very.
But it was cool,
confusing.
though.
Yeah.
I don't think
Like-
she was trying to make any political
I don't think so
statement.
either.
I think he's the current president, so that was all
But it
that
was
was about.
but it
I
could
think
have been
people were like
misunderstood.
projecting it into like either, I don't
Oh
know.
man.
Yeah,
'Cause I definitely noticed some boos, and I was like,
people
come on,
weren't in the
man.
mood for politics.
All I know is on
Saturday
TV,
night.
we were all like, "Look at those wings! Like, how does that work?" So
there
impressive.
was the guy
was
that
awesome.
came up before her was a guy in a skeleton costume
So cool.
that had the gun and
That was cool,
That
too.
one was neat.
smoking the cigar.
And you couldn't see him, but all you could see is this like 8-foot skeleton.
And he did a
Apparently
quick
that
draw.
guy spent 1,000 hours working on that costume.
Sure.
It was unbelievable.
The fact it works so perfectly too.
It was that costume. If I had just
Did you
money
see
in
it?
my wallet, I would have given him
I
for a
don't.
prize.
I don't think so.
He pulled 2 6-shooters, and they like with the skeleton. The skeleton hands grabbed 2 6-shooters, and he like went like that, and they came.
What?
It was like,
Dude,
They
it was a
were
cool costume.
sweet.
I
Oh,
actually
the big
was
skeleton that
surprised.
was walking around like
No, that was a Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too.
But there was another big skeleton.
I did see another
with a
big
cowboy
skeleton.
hat on.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think people understood what that costume was.
It
Because
was
all they
cool.
saw was
skeleton.
the skeleton, the fact that how it worked.
Yeah.
Unreal.
These folks are so talented, man.
You can see all of the costumes, like our Rizz Show Instagram account. We went live, and so all of them are up there, and you can see them.
Oh,
if you
really?
missed
Oh,
out.
okay, cool.
Yeah, it was.
So-
and some very awesome.
I told
costumes.
Rizz at one point during the show, I was like, dude, I'm so impressed by the quality overall of costumes that I felt like I was on a movie set. I felt like I was in a movie and people were about to start getting murdered at this big Halloween
did say
bash.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like we're in a movie where like
There's a
so
pro wardrobe person dressing
yes,
every
dressing
single person in
everyone.
there.
And it felt like I was first time in my life I felt like I was in a movie at a Halloween, like the Halloween parties you see at a movie where I'm like, who makes costumes like that?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness!
They were that
Oh
good.
my goodness, that's cool.
Somebody was the devil from Legend.
Oh yeah.
Or from Tenacious D.
Tenacious
And
D.
it was
Yeah, right,
awesome
right,
too,
right.
That's cool.
man.
I didn't see that
Yeah,
one.
That was a
you
great
know what's
costume.
funny is every other song. Like typically, I don't like see.
Oh.
I don't see like people or faces when I'm singing, but for some reason, when I was scanning and I'm just kind of like zoning out and like thinking of lyrics and whatever, I kept locking eyes with the devil.
Yeah. And that was a good looking devil too.
It looked great, just like you said. Same one from Tenacious D, the one that Dave Grohl played, and
Yeah.
Legion.
I was happy Orko from He-Man was there.
Yeah, that one was
Oh,
cool.
that was
too.
cool.
I
Yeah.
actually thought
That
that,
was
would
creative,
deserve more
man.
credit.
Yeah, Jason, nice work.
I was just very surprised. I thought I was going to walk in that place and see 4,000 Barbies, 8,000 Kens,
Oh, I didn't see any Barbies.
a handful of Ted Lassos. I didn't see any Barbies.
One Ted Lasso,
I
So
saw
one
some-
Ted Lasso.
yeah.
That was
I saw
it.
Plumber Barbie
Plumber Barbie.
because they're all the different. You haven't seen Barbie yet, right? So like there were all sorts of different kinds of Barbie, and so I saw Plumber Barbie. There was another Barbie that I saw. So they weren't like the Margot Robbie
Yeah.
Barbie, but they were.
Which was awesome. Everybody was so creative. It was
Yeah.
amazing. I
Yeah.
had a great
Yeah,
time.
Very good.
And the winner is
The fortune teller.
Zoltar.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
Zoltan or
Which is
Zoltar?
amazing.
She came in did you see her? She came
Yes,
in
I
the
did.
full,
Yes, I did.
like the booth.
Yeah, $5,000 she won.
She won $5,000.
plus
Holy
other
smokes.
things.
And she spent 5,001 on that costume.
There was a guy with her too that was doing a lot less work. So I hope
Yeah,
they
but he was
split
doing,
the money.
He was doing a lot of talking though. He was hyping her up.
Yeah, all right. Well, maybe the hype man. I
He
don't know.
was-
I don't know how they're
he
splitting
was
that
her hype
$5,000, but I hope she's getting 3 and he's getting 2. That's all I'm
Was
saying.
he dressed up like Big?
No,
No, he was dressed like a
Oh.
genie and kind of like walking around with her, helping her move the box around.
Did you see him on stage? He kind of whispered in my ear like she better win.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, dang.
Really?
He said, "I'm a real genie." and I
It's
will
not up
curse
to
you."
me. It's
I
up
did
to
not-
the
Crazy.
I didn't see that. I felt a
Decibel
little,
meter.
I did feel a little underdressed when I was looking at the TV and I was dressed like Bo Jackson. Only from the top up. I had no pants.
Well, this year they really did a kibosh on like no live animals. Because remember last year the chick with the snake
yeah,
one?
yeah. So they did make a rule.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Like
Which
no
I'm
live
glad, because I
animals.
think the handmade stuff deserves a win over those kind of props.
Yeah, I do too.
I felt like that was kind of like, what?
no
How
live
did she
animals this
win?
year.
You know what else I noticed, and I was surprised by?
pretty cool though.
Not as many Mad Hatters as I expected.
Yeah.
There were some,
There were some, yeah.
Yeah.
but
My
I
wife-
thought
my
it was
wife
going to
did
be Mad Hatter overload, so we purposely avoided that costume as a group.
I think everybody did. I think that
And
was
I
the
think
thing.
that's what happened. I think everyone's like, dude, because it's on the
Yeah.
poster, it's going to be. So congratulations for not being hacked, St. Louis. You didn't do it. You came out, great costumes, kept Mad Hatters to a minimum, to where it wasn't hack, because it was like the people that did do it did it really well,
And different versions of it.
and different versions of
Yeah,
it.
my wife did a freaking sweet version of
Looks
it,
so
and I think
pretty.
the reason
Very cool
she ended up going back to that is because she's like, I think so many people are going to avoid it. There's not going to be a ton of them. So
Smart.
I want.
My wife was a Mad Hatter as well, but she was like, I got a free costume Mad Hatter.
Cute.
That's a
both of
creative
your
one,
wives-
too. It's very creative.
I got a free
both-
costume and didn't have to spend a damn thing, Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Both of your wives looked so good that I was like, you guys could just wear this out.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like a makeup. It was more of like, and your
Yeah.
wife's same
Yeah.
thing, like
They
more of
just
a
looked
makeup
cool.
thing.
They didn't really like lean in hard to the costumes of like, you know what I mean? Like it didn't look like a out of the box, out of the bag Mad Hatter costume. I was just like, they had like real jackets on that I'm like, oh, you can wear that out anytime you want.
Yeah, my wife pieced it together from stuff she had at home.
That's great.
And like somebody
That's
gave
cool.
her a tiny hat. Oh, tiny hat.
Tiny
Oh,
hat?
tiny hat.
Love tiny hats.
I'm a Mad
We're
Hatter.
a tiny hat family.
Hold me close, I'm Tiny Hatter.
But yeah, thank you all for coming. It was great. And my buddy Jeremy, who hosts the Central West End party every year.
I want to compliment him on his costume. He just looked like an adult man. It was really...
Well, and dude, that guy goes hard for Halloween.
Yeah, he
Hard.
does. He goes hard
Hard.
for every holiday.
But since he's the host of the Central West End party, he's not allowed to dress up.
I see.
So he came over to our thing, and he goes, how much does the winner get for the contest? $5,000? He goes, damn.
Pretty cool.
So I guess he's not hosting next year. He's going to be entering in.
As long as he says hello to me, that'd be nice. Hi, Jeremy.
He was, don't.
That's the nicest
That
fellow.
dude
No,
was
I'm telling
working
you,
the room.
I feel like I missed. He didn't work all the room. I feel like I missed the party.
Oh, shout out to my buddy Dan and the
Oh my God.
and the T-Rex costume.
Every time I would look into the crowd, like when we were on stage, I would just see him and he was dancing.
Did you
and
see
that
the
head
T-Rex?
was
I wanted to kill him.
In every,
was my buddy Dan.
in every
Never
video,
stopped.
I saw the back of the head of the T-Rex.
Yeah, that was my buddy Dan. And
I was
funny.
trying to get video of all you guys on stage for socials, and Dan it was almost like a bit. At one point, I go, Dan! Every time I would move, he'd block Rizz. Then I'd move, and he'd block Rizz. And I'd move, and he'd block Lern. And I'm like, Dan, move your big damn dinosaur head.
So he's in the full T-Rex costume the entire night, which is the most antisocial costume you could have.
Yeah, it's a hey, I'm here to be seen and not heard. I
But
don't
he
want
was,
to talk
but
to
he
you.
was having a great time. And one of the funniest moments of the night was at the end. I guess he had taken the costume off, and he walked up to where we were. He goes, hey, man, I just got here. What's going on?
That's good.
Sorry, I'm late.
Did I miss anything?
It definitely wasn't at the end, because you was gone at the end, and you was gone at the end.
I was out.
Oh, I wanted to beat
And
the
you
crowd.
was gone at the end.
we stayed the entire time.
No, you did. I
Except for
called
the
for
very
everybody.
end.
I was like, "Come on up and sing."
Yeah.
And Rafe comes up and he goes, "I'm here." Everybody else left. I was like, "Where's Rizz?" And he goes, "He left." I said, "Where's Scott?" He left. Where's Lern? He left. All right, Rafe, you're singing the next two songs with us.
We left around 11:45, and I was starting to get the text messages from the kids going, "Hey, when are you guys coming home?"
Yeah, no, we played till 10 or till 12:20 or 12:25,
When are you guys coming
12:30ish or so, and I put it on Rafe on the spot. Didn't give any prep time, and I was like, "Sing these two songs. Let's go."
Here's the test, and you guys saw.
Full disclosure, I was leaving. I was walking out. I was going back to get my stuff.
But he ripped
And he
it.
goes, hey, get up here.
Get up here, Tweedledee.
From the front of the stage. And I was just like, okay.
You ripped
Hope
it,
I
dude.
know this.
Oh, you did.
I did. I knew both songs.
It was
Here's the
awesome.
test to
It was
see how
actually
drunk-
really, really fun, man. I
How drunk
appreciate
my
it.
wife was.
Okay.
Okay. Which apparently she was not. It was, hey, on the way home, let's stop at White Castle.
Oh, yeah. I witnessed that.
Lucky.
No. She was not drunk, so we did not stop at White Castle.
Right. She was adamantly against stopping at White Castle. on
Oh,
the way
you
home.
said that.
I was like, hey, let's stop at White
Oh,
Castle.
I thought she said
No, God.
Doggone. I thought you
No,
had
if
a
she said
meal
that,
of
I
a
go, what have you
lifetime.
done with my wife?
Oh, I'm
Who is this
sorry,
person?
man.
No. I told Rafe yesterday, like, I ate cheese over the sink like a man when I got home.
Shredded cheese or what kind of cheese?
He made his son join him.
I ate a brick of cheddar over. I was so hungry.
My people.
That's so funny.
I was so
Oh, it wasn't
hungry.
even sliced? Damn,
Straight
bro.
from the brick.
Go
Were
straight
you cutting
in.
it?
Nah,
With his teeth.
You were just biting a Cracker
Nah, it
Barrel
was,
brick of cheese?
slice.
Oh man, that's weird.
Well, Tim
That's weird to think of. the
Tim
visual.
doesn't do Halloween, so he was not in attendance, but he was my Uber. So he dropped me off and he picked me up. And and on the way to where we were meeting, when I left, I saw a Joker yakking all over the side of the ballpark village.
That's
so
funny.
Somebody
that
threw
was
up
the
their
last
nachos,
thing.
by the way, in the VIP area.
Oh, ew.
Thank you. Those were delicious.
I saw two Ricky Bobbies getting into an argument. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It was like two dudes in a real argument, both dressed like Ricky Bobby
That's amazing.
in the Wonder Bread thing. And I was like,
All
this
right.
is hysterical.
It's all
to me.
hopped up on
Legit.
Mountain Dew.
So you saw Joker throwing up outside?
Worth it. I walked by. Just
Did you say, why so serious? And then walk off?
And
Just take your hands and go like this?
the end.
Tim doesn't do.
Nice.
Tim doesn't do Halloween. I was wondering where he was.
No, he was just not his scene at
Oh,
all.
bummer. I was looking forward to hanging out with Tim.
Well,
I miss
listen,
him.
Saturday was for the adults, and Tuesday, tomorrow, it's for the kids. Tomorrow's for the kids. I know we're going up the street to another family's house for their annual Halloween gathering. Annual meaning this is their second one. No, it's just like a
that's annual.
central hub. You know, they got 3 kids, and my kids go up, and the other kids. It's a central hub for the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I'll do what I did last year. They're making chili, so I'll bring my biscuits.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
your
homemade
homemade
biscuits.
Well, last year, and I think I told this the day after.
Your champion biscuits.
I was like, we got to bring something. Who doesn't love Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits?
That's right.
Yeah.
And they make the mix in the box available at any supermarket. And have you made them from the box yet?
Yes, I have.
They're delicious.
They are. Tastes exactly like Red Lobster.
They really do. They really do. You know, some people would say, "Oh, it's not like getting them at the restaurant." No, these are.
It is.
I did this trick at Thanksgiving after you did it on Halloween last year. And, yeah, it went over pretty well. Pretty well.
Well, so I made like.
Problem is, my mom and my aunt listen to the show. So
Oh, so they know.
Oh,
You
we know
couldn't
your
pass them
trick,
off as your
dude.
own.
Yeah.
Well, so what? It was all about presentation too with me.
Basket?
Like I had like a wooden basket. I put like
so
put
great.
this like linen,
Yeah,
like a linen
The
cloth.
napkin thing over
keep
it.
them warm.
Like you took it on a picnic in Scotland.
So I'm like, I brought biscuits, and one of the other neighbors was like, "Oh my God, who made these biscuits?"
Yeah.
Did you have a little handheld fan that you just like blew the smell towards people?
Oh, I didn't need
as
it.
You walked in.
He had the spray.
Because I planted them right next to the chili.
Yes.
So this was a mix. Not you didn't go to Red Lobster and just buy. The
No,
biscuits.
you could buy the mix.
Okay.
Like
So
so,
you technically did make them.
technically.
But
Okay.
he followed directions on a box.
I follow directions. Yeah, it's and they're really easy to make. I think you just got to buy like
It's
shredded
called a
cheddar,
recipe.
Yeah.
shredded cheddar, and just follow the recipe, and it takes like
Water.
25 minutes.
Drop them on a baking pan, yeah.
That's it. So one of the neighbors is like, "Who made these biscuits?" They said, "Scott over there made the biscuits." And I go, "Oh, I made the biscuits." She goes, "Is this an old family recipe?" I said, "Yes, it is."
Moment of truth. Yes, it is.
Old Bay.
It's not my family.
Yes, it is.
But
Rizz Lobster.
somebody
And
figured this
she goes,
out.
"What are these called anything?" I said, "Yes,
Yes.
Cheddar Bay."
Cheddar Bay biscuits. Wow. From New York.
And she kept calling me Cheddar Bay all night.
Cute.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where's that Cheddar Bay Rizzuto?
What's up, Cheddar Bay?
She's already asking you.
CG, what up?
I
Is
told
Cheddar
her.
Bay coming back this year?
Two things are funny about this story. One, found the first lady on the planet that's never heard of Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Two, the Cheddar Bay boys sound like the Suction Boys' arch
Yeah.
nemesis.
They sound hotter
Hey,
than Suction Boys,
Lock
to be
your
honest.
doors. The Suction Boys and the Cheddar Bay boys about to square off
Oh, man.
down in Tower Grove Park.
It's like
It's like
two Ricky
Adventures in
Bobbies.
It's a rumble.
babysitting.
Cheddar Bay.
You're on the Cheddar Bay boys' turf.
V suction.
You're not going to be vacuuming anything around here.
That
Cheddar
sounds-
Baby back
That
again.
sounds very South County. They're meeting at some sort of South County park
Yeah.
for sure. Cheddar,
After
Cheddar
the
Bay.
race on Limburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be making my Cheddar Bays again,
What up, Cheddar Bay?
passing them off as my own.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Legend.
those people are not listening to the show.
We're going to meet you at Boar Park.
What if you added a different cheese and just put your take on it? These are my Swiss Bay biscuits. Wonder if that'll mess the whole
I wonder if
thing
that
up.
would work.
These are my Kobe
Gouda.
Jack. These are Kobe Jack Bay.
See, that's the cool thing of hanging out with like really wealthy folks is you could take stuff from a fast food place or Red Lobster and like,
Right.
what is this fancy thing? I've never had it.
That's it.
I'll be darned.
What are these wafers? They come in fours. A Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Did you make
And
these?
this is where they cut their candy bars
just-
with fork and knife.
Yeah, you unwrap Kit Kats and just break them into pieces and stack them all neatly like a Jenga board.
Okay, so here's a question. So we got kids of all ages that'll be at this little thing tomorrow. The gather. Let's just call it a gathering tomorrow. And it doesn't go late. You know, it's a Tuesday night. What's the weather supposed to be?
The weather is
In the 40s?
You're not going to believe this, but it is going to be breezy and a near record low. High of 44 tomorrow. It could be down in the 30s by the time it's trick or treat.
Okay,
Yeah,
so trick or treat
kids.
time to be high 30s. We'll just say it's not going to rain though, right?
It doesn't say that as of now. It just says breezy, near record low. High of 44 for the day. Partly cloudy. We're talking about a low of 28 tomorrow. So
Okay, well it's going to be chilly.
it's going to be
It's going
chilly.
to be chilly, kids.
Shouldn't be wet, though.
Great chilly weather though, like actual like the food chili. So I think I remember what you and Scott said as far as this answer goes. I don't know what Lern and Rafe think about this. Here's the question. Again, there's kids of all ages in my neighborhood. Like, so I have a 14-year-old at home. I have a 12-year-old at home. Up the street, there's 14, 13, 10. There's younger kids, older kids. Should Halloween trick or treating have an age limit? That's the question. And I'll tell you what America thinks, because there is a new poll about this. Should Halloween trick or treating have an age limit? This is going door to door, begging for candy.
Yeah. I'm going to say when you're 15, you're done.
15, you're done.
Yep. Sorry,
15, you're
kids.
done. Is there a reason why 15?
Yeah, you're in high school now. I think it's something special for little kids. And I think 8th grade is like the last year that you can do it without I think, getting into more trouble. I think high school, it's not about the candy anymore and dressing up. Now it's about like maybe more mischief than normal because you're going through your adolescent teen years. So 15, that's it.
15, you could drive.
Essentially, yeah.
I was always if you could drive yourself trick-or-treating, you're done. Scott, you said mid-30s, right?
Well, here's my thing. I think it should be in its 40s now. No, I think if she's probably right about 15 if you're by yourself. But if you're with a group, I think you'd be in your 20s and go have fun, and trick or treat. But if you're by yourself, that gets a little weird to be a 20-something-year-old.
If a group of 20-somethings showed up to my door
I think it's the purge.
and said trick or treat, I'd get the hell off my property.
Yeah.
A group of 20-somethings?
Right.
Yeah, like if they're just having I don't know, because I guess, too, it depends on the neighborhoods. There's certain neighborhoods where I think they're more excited to have anyone come to their neighborhood, and they'll decorate the whole thing. It's kind of like the candy cane lane, where you just have lines of people coming down the doors and grabbing good candy. And
I guess if you have your house like a haunted house, or like you go all out, like your house is like every tchotchke from Spirit Halloween you have in your house.
I'm not sure if I've changed my attitude here. You can probably remind me what I said last year. What did I say last year?
I think you said maybe you said 15.
I think that was my initial position, but I think now it's like, I don't know. I can understand that if you have a job, I'm not going to say driving but if you have a job, it's probably a little weirder. But you know what? These days, dude, especially since my kids are teenagers right now, they're all in different phases and they're kind of handling it differently. I feel like, man, if you have an opportunity to be with your group and do something fairly innocent and like enjoy yourself in the neighborhood, like is good with it, I think let's give these kids every opportunity they can to just be kids as long as possible.
He said 20-somethings. So if a bunch of 20-somethings showed up to your house, it's a trick-or-treat?
I think that's bizarre. Now, the reason I'm going to say that's fine is because I'm trying to get the candy out of my house.
We didn't buy a lot this year.
So if the bowl is empty, whatever, you can go by any rules. But if it's not empty, I want anybody and everybody to come by and please take it. Get it away from me. I will eat this crap if it lays around, and I don't need any more of this chocolate.
What if a 20-something came to your house trick-or-treating and it was that guy that was trying to sell you stuff earlier this year? And he's like, I'm back.
Yeah.
Took off his mask.
I'm back.
Get out of here.
Here.
Would you like to purchase the pest control program?
Take a crunch bar and get the hell out of here.
Rafe, what do you say?
I feel like the general rule growing up in my town that I've always adhered to, I'm not saying it's right, was I was kind of the teen cutoff. Like the minute you were 13, that was kind of for some reason that was like, hey, if you're in your teens,
Like, so
you're
13.
done. Like once your age ends in a teen, you're done. Like that's when you kind of move into like hanging out, maybe going to a costume party with your friends, or it's like a different phase of life.
Yeah, Jello shot life.
We can't. It's weird
Jello
though.
shots at 13, but you heard it here first, folks.
Wow.
Lern advocates
So
for
ill,
your
baby.
13-year-olds to do Jello shots as often as
If
possible.
the kids are 15 showing up to my house, they're getting Jello shots.
Let's remember that we're definitely
Cool house.
Your house is about to be mobbed for Halloween.
Next year, you're
just
going to
so
have
you
your
know.
lights off, by
I'm
the way.
going
not
to
tell
jail.
people where you live.
Hi.
We're definitely comparing our Halloween though to current Halloween, and it's apples and oranges. Like back then, like I mean, you guys have to admit, in the last 30 years, adults have hijacked Halloween. It's been completely flipped on its head and magnified 10x, right? So like this is a different. We're applying like what we felt and kind of like how the world was viewing it when we were kids to now, and it's totally different. It's totally different.
Yeah.
I mean,
Trick-or-treating hasn't changed.
I think it has, man. I think it has. I think so. But when we were kids, my parents, after I was 5 3/4 years old, my parents wouldn't have trick or treated with me. Get the hell out of here. Go get
So,
candy.
here's-
We're on our
And
own.
now parents are with kids no matter what age.
Here's the thing, and I can see the kind
That's
of
a good
change.
point.
So, like, my daughter's 12, and she's, like, getting decked out. My son, who's 14, is going with his buddies. He's like, I got a fake cop mustache and a hat that says police. I'm a cop. And I'm going for candy with my buddies.
But are they going with just their buddies? Because I see more parents than.
Oh, no, he'll be gone. I won't see him for hours.
Oh, really? Okay.
Your
Well, then
neighborhood?
That's kind of closer to how it was back when we were kids. I don't see a lot
because
of
we
that.
have a bunch of different connecting subdivisions, so he'll.
So I'm saying, I feel like
you
in
just
the
be home by
burbs,
like 9:30.
I feel like in the burbs that still flies, maybe, but like, I don't feel like kids are just turned loose on the town like they used to be. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. In the 80s, it was just kids just running the neighborhood. That's what Halloween night was for. That's kind of one of the reasons it was so fun. You're just like crossing paths with all these different kids. These days, it's like families go on these big giant hikes, and they're like just mass, community
There's that element,
family
and that's
circles.
usually the early the early crew, like between like 5 o'clock and like 6:30.
Yeah.
After 6:30, it's the roving packs of teenagers.
It is teenagers, and that's the only rule. I don't think there should be an age rule. I don't think it's right about any of that kind of stuff, except for a time. There's got to be.
Yeah, there's got to be a time rule, man.
And
9:30,
so maybe
you're done.
if we do the 13-year-old or 15-year-old, then it'll be done a lot earlier.
9:30, you're done.
Well,
So 9:30?
I think
On a
think even
Tuesday?
earlier.
never mind that. I think it just needs.
I gotta
to
go to
be-
bed.
These
Thought
kids need to
earlier.
be told that the rule is if the light's off, candy's off.
Yeah.
I think most people respect that. In my neighborhood.
They did a couple of years ago. I remember I came to work and I was like, these kids, 10:40 or whatever the heck they showed up. And I was like, what are you, 18? It's 10:40. I'm sure you got to work in the morning.
Well, let me tell you what America said here.
You just got off. Got off at 10, bro. What do you want me to do?
Let me tell you what America said here. Now, some municipalities, some cities have like laws to enforce an age cutoff, somewhere between 12 and 16. In fact, in Chesapeake, Virginia, there was like a really strict law that could include up to 6 months in jail up until 2019 for being too old trick-or-treating.
That's stupid.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good law.
So according to a big YouGov survey, and here's the question asked, at what age, if ever, does a child become too old to go trick-or-treating? And the number one answer, with a quarter of the people saying this one thing, 26% said, I don't think children or teens should ever be considered too old to go trick-or-treating.
How many? What percent?
26%. That was the highest percentage of all the...
Yeah. And I think it's growing. And you know why? It's because as soon as we say something about some
So
age
20?
As soon as we say something about some age limit for some kid, the 15-year-old's going to snap around and go, haven't you been to 2 costume Halloween parties, Dad, this week? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but I
Like,
didn't go door to door begging for candy.
but I'm just saying that's all that they can do. And like, dude, we've made Halloween this enormous adult thing, and then we're going to try to limit it for kids. That's absurd. You can't have it both ways.
No, they can party and dress up, but I think that the act of trick-or-treating is a very juvenile thing. And so all the little kids and the, like, that's why I say 15 and under, because I feel like they're still maybe being accompanied by a parent or like a group of friends, but they're still kind of immature. I feel like when you get into high school, there's this new level of you have to have a certain maturity about you. And so that's why I'm
Not to mention,
that.
teens goes up to 19.
Right.
So let's just say 20's the cutoff. You have a trick-or-treater who legitimately could have done 2 tours in Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. Coming
yes. And could legally purchase cigarettes.
and yes,
Or
coming
in
to your
college.
door,
Yeah.
In college.
fresh off second tour, and I'm all about that's trick-or-treating. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But
We
it's
are
like,
about that.
but that's a pretty wide berth you're giving that survey.
Yeah, there's commentary to
To
be
say,
made on both sides there.
Kids and
The veterans
teens.
are the only one who's going to
Things I've
pass.
seen.
In fact, I advocate only veterans can trick-or-treat over the age of 18. You paid your dues.
You
Get
can
that
do it.
candy, bro. Get that candy. 101st Airborne. Get that
And
candy.
you could take 2 pieces.
I know what you're saying, but at the same time, and I respect what you're saying too. But for me, in recent years, it's felt more of like a community event, and I'm kind of happy to see the community
Okay.
doing something. Dude, I mean, our neighborhoods back in the day, like people knew people differently, and I know I've heard some really good stories about some of your guys' neighborhoods being very friendly and very cool. Mine is very, or at least these last couple of years, it's been getting better. But it was very like everybody's on their own, kind of like a lot of old folks
yeah.
still, and seeing the community come alive and out and sort of mixed together in any way feels really good to me, and I'm really happy that that's starting to happen more, and Halloween is like an opportunity for that to grow. So I kind of I want to see everybody out and just having fun.
Well, the second highest percentage of this survey, so number one was I don't think kids or teens should ever be considered too old to go trick-or-treating. Next up was the age of 12.
Okay.
12.
Interesting.
12.
So you go from that to 12.
12, then 13, then 14, 15, 16, and 5% said, I don't think kids should ever go trick-or-treating.
Oh, my God, those people.
Yeah.
12. This kid
that's
hasn't
me.
even gone into
That's
pre-algebra
the
yet.
Utah
You're stopping the candy?
survey.
I don't think kids should ever go trick-or-treating.
Yeah, it's not safe.
One more thing, kind of on the Halloween tip, and move on, because there are some local stories I do want to get to, including another OnlyFans teacher.
Oh, my goodness.
Saw that.
They're taking over.
Oh, and there's a twist to this one.
I can't wait.
Literally.
I hope it's an 83-year-old chemistry teacher.
HGTV. HGTV has a rundown.
Mr. Ferguson?
Has a rundown of the creepiest places in all 50 states.
Yes.
So HGTV, creepiest places in all 50 states. So each state gets one. Where is Missouri's?
Can I ask a quick clarification question?
Yes.
By place, are we talking neighborhood? Are we how pinpointed is this?
It is a physical location.
Like a house.
Like a location, yes.
Okay, so not a town.
Not a
I'd
town.
be mad if everyone said Overland.
I have Missouri's and Illinois'. Creepiest place in all 50 states, I got Missouri and Illinois. Where's Missouri?
Cement land.
Lemp Mansion.
Lemp Mansion, congratulations.
Thank you.
Lemp
Good
Mansion
job.
is
I'm the queen of Halloween.
Lemp Mansion, according to HGTV, is the creepiest place in St. Louis or in Missouri.
And this show will be staying at the Lemp Mansion. coming
Yeah, I
up
can't
next
wait.
year.
Next
Tomorrow
year.
night, right? Oh, next year.
They write, now a restaurant and inn, the Lemp Mansion in St. Louis is marked by 60 years of tragedy for the wealthy Lemp family who originally lived there. At least 4 members of this doomed dynasty, owners of the Lemp Brewing Company, died in the house. Today, their spirits are said to linger, and guests may encounter them on a weekly ghost tour. All right, Lemp Mansion for Missouri.
I'm glad it's not
Illinois.
the bubbleheads.
Alton.
God.
McPike Mansion.
Boom.
Hi.
Holy
Hello, everybody.
smokes.
Welcome to the Halloween program.
McPike Mansion. Never even heard of this place.
What?
You know,
Oh, it's
that's
very
one in Alton?
haunted.
All the
Yeah, and
spooky
all-
yeah.
houses, huh?
Never even heard of this place. Perched over the town of Alton, atop its highest point, Mount Lookout Point, historic McPike Mansion is a hot spot for paranormal investigators who claim to feel the presence of its original owners, Eleanor and Henry McPike, as well as other residents. Some even believe the haunts date back to before the house was built. The detections of Native American ghosts and a residue from a possible underground railroad stop.
My buddy runs a like a haunted tour over in Alton, and there's a lot to it.
Do they go here?
Yeah.
I bet they do.
Yeah, it's a full
I
thing.
bet.
They go through a cemetery.
Yeah, like it's a
on
full haunted tour. There's history. There's all sorts of stuff. It's
Well, here they
huge.
say overall, more than 11 spirits have been experienced throughout the home. Alton is considered one of the most haunted small towns in America.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And other eerie spots include a Confederate prison, a school, and a church.
The McPike Mansion, there's a grave in the back, I believe, where it's really creepy because like they haven't like opened it up obviously, but there's somebody they don't know. I don't think they know who's buried back there. I think it might be somebody from the McPike family, but it's like uber creepy.
Dude, my buddy,
Uber to it.
the guy who produced a couple of our records and some of the early Greek Fire stuff, Elvis Basket, like big guys, done Incubus, Chevelle,
That's cool.
all the Alter Bridge stuff, all the recent Seven Dust stuff, and Wolfgang Van Halen. He lived in this house. He had these houses in Virginia on the beach, and that's where we would do the records. He had like this beach house studio, and then his house was like just a few miles inland, but it's still kind of on the water. Old school community. We're talking like old school Virginia. And in his backyard, there was like a sinkhole in this whole thing. And he's like, hey, man, you go check out the water and the woods over here, but like you stay away from that hole. That's an open grave site. And it was like some state kind of thing where he couldn't do anything. He had to mow around it, and he wasn't allowed to touch it. But if you look in, you see rotted wood.
Wow.
And like where these people were buried in this area. And it's like protected,
hell.
quote unquote protected.
Interesting.
But like, isn't that weird that like that can just happen? This guy buys a house and hey, there's a bunch of bones and some dead folks. You can see through
Yeah.
right there. Don't touch them.
Right.
Yeah.
Wild, right? Like I didn't know that was
wouldn't
even
wanna touch
possible.
'em.
Yeah.
You could just have a house with like dead
I wouldn't
folks.
want a
Well,
hole in my
I-
yard either.
Well, I wouldn't want a hole in the yard, but would you want to disturb
No. God no.
the dead?
No, and he respected it, and we respected it too. But he's like, yeah, you should go look at it, but don't touch it.
Yeah,
man.
don't
want,
touch
I
it.
don't want no bad.
Alton's on a lot of them ghost shows, them ghost hunter shows, because it's like it is one of the most haunted. I had a friend go on a ghost tour there, and you don't ever know if this was a setup. He was legitimately spooked because he's like, man, he's annoying kids. Somebody brought their kids, and they were annoying through the whole ghost tour. They were like running around, unsupervised, bugging everybody. I'm like, man, watch your kids. And then at the end of the tour, he's like, whose kids were those? You know, and the lady, everyone was like, what kids?
Wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Only 2 years old of kids.
Kids are
Man.
super.
Oh,
Ghost kids
no.
are the creepiest.
Everybody's
of the
like,
ghosts, man.
what are you talking? The lady, and I'm like, was that a setup to make the thing spooky?
I'm smelling setup.
Smells like a setup, but it freaked him out. Worked on him.
All right, let me ask you, Lern. You and Tim going to build a dream home.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Okay, you got the spot picked out.
Yes.
Got the house all planned out. Got the architect, contractors ready to break ground.
$1 million.
Dream house.
Dream house
right now.
Dream
So
house,
excited.
ready to go.
I'm so happy.
You find out it's on top. Like you didn't know, but before they break ground, they go, "Oh my God, we just found out." Now we got the shovel. The shovels are ready.
Right.
We're gonna have to dig up a couple graves.
Ooh.
Like we're gonna have to move a couple. We
not
didn't
doing
realize it was there.
Not doing it. I've
Well,
seen
we're gonna have to-
Poltergeist. I know what happens when you dig a pool and you put the pool in and your little girl goes through the TV. Hell no.
What if you've already done that, though? I mean, chances are, and I know I've said this before, and people people thought it was funny, but like somebody's died everywhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like your house is on dead folk.
No, they're on dead folk. I don't want to. It's okay that they're under the house. I'm not going to dig them up, though.
But I'm saying maybe they've already been dug up.
Well, I didn't do it. My house is
Well, you're not doing this one either.
70 years old or so.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, okay, so if they know it, if anything, this is the more respectful thing. If they know it, they can move them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
though.
but that's not good.
That's what I'm saying.
You should
like,
never, once the dead are at rest, you should never dig. Trust me, I've had this thought before with my own father, okay? My dad is buried in West Frankfort, Illinois, and I have thought numerous
move him.
times that I should move him to Jefferson Barracks because my dad was in the Army, and I would really love to have him closer to me. And I'm a crazy person for thinking that. So essentially I resolved.
I don't think that's crazy at all.
I resolved it in, no, my dad has been at rest for 17 years or however long it's been now. And so I don't want to move his bones from where they have rested.
That happens a lot, just so you
Does
know.
it?
There are a lot of
Oh, yeah.
people that get buried that are military, that are not in like a national cemetery that get moved.
Yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
it would be.
Yeah, 'cause
And I have
Lions-
heard zero
General
haunting
Lions is that
stories
way.
from that.
So back to the scenario. Like you're ready to roll,
I know.
and
No.
these are not marked graves. You don't know who it is.
Yeah. I wouldn't. My answer is I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I would not.
Would you, Moon?
I would ask a little bit of the history just because I don't want to. I mean, if it's just like a normal whatever, and it's a few hundred years old, and I'm not like you moving something where a family had like a real plan or something. Yeah, I mean,
It's
yeah,
indigenous people, let's say.
that would bother me, and I'm not sure why that would bother me more than somebody from 120 years
For me,
ago.
get him out of
from
here.
What?
Get him
Smiths
out
or
of
something.
here. Get him. Get him out of here.
That would bother me just because like
Get him out of here.
just because there's been so much just like horrible things
Right.
against that segment of people, and from land and removal and this and all that kind of thing, that just bothers me to such an extent that it would bother me on like and not for like a death level, you know what I'm saying, like but like a people's level.
Sure. Spirituality.
Yeah, but
like
nobody
the-
would know.
But no, I'm not,
you
I'm,
would know.
I'm saying not for
know.
spirituality.
They're coming for your hot
You'd
stuff,
know.
okay?
It would
Nobody else would know.
it would not bother me spiritually. It would bother me because of
I don't know.
everything that's still
Ray, for
going
you with
on.
me, get him out of here.
Yeah, dog. And I got a caveat for these two.
Let's go.
It's your dream home. You have a non-refundable $100,000 deposit
Yeah.
that you've already paid.
Yeah.
An
I don't-
architect and a contractor,
Yeah, you
they've
got to put
already.
deposits down.
Here's what I would do then.
You got to put deposits down.
Here's what I've done.
There's no clause
They're like,
in the
we'll
contract.
stop.
money is down.
We'll stop, but you owe us $100K.
Okay, fine. I'm going to say that we are not moving the bodies then. We're going to have to, we will build something around them. And then that will just be part of where we live. Out
What
of
if it's
respect.
right where in the middle of the house supposed
This
to
is
be?
the foyer.
And
Here
this
is.
billion people have lived and died so far.
Yeah.
So
A little more
when,
You
when
make a
people
good point.
when people are thinking like
There's
well,
people everywhere in the ground.
that's what
Yeah.
I mean. And like if we
I'm
start
outta here.
if we start making everything
Yeah, dude.
super sacrilegious and whatever as far as like the dead go, and there's a lot of nuance here. There's a lot to respect. I totally understand that, but at the same time, at some point, practicality wins.
Yeah.
And I
Here's-
wouldn't want any deadbeat on my property.
Like life wins.
Life finds a way.
Well, I saw a TikTok video the other day that was talking about how weird this thought is. So your house, all of your possessions, your photos, somebody's going to live in the houses that we all live in right now.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah,
In 100
yeah.
years, we will be a distant memory to distant relatives, and somebody new will be living in the homes that we are all, even you listening, are living in right now. And somebody will donate or give away or destroy your possessions that you hold so dear to your life. And, and then you will be essentially you will be just a memory of an old photo 100 years from now, even in the lineage of your family. And so I get it that like everybody's dead. But at the same time, I, with my $100,000 deposit, with my new building dream house, I will have a glass case over dead Dave.
Okay.
And my house will be cool as hell and
That's
not
why
as haunted.
I kind of didn't see why you would even care. This seems right up your alley. Like, I almost feel like you would be mad if someone wasn't buried on your property.
I know for
Tim,
a
can we
fact-
just sell this and find some dead people, please?
There's not enough dead folk.
That's
How am I
one of the
supposed to hunt?
stipulations.
Here's my move. I throw a block party. I'm sending good vibes as they're coming out of the ground because I'm giving
We're
myself.
celebrating them, yeah.
I'm just going to be like, dude, I'm getting like the Beastie Boys cover band. I'm getting that Van Halen cover band that only does David Lee Roth. I'm inviting everybody out. I'm paying for a barbecue. And I'm
Inviting
like,
all the
hey,
spirits.
Think about
I'll
it.
be like, hey, I'm moving you, and I'm putting you in a good spot. I'm moving you to Boca Raton or somewhere cool near the water.
Yeah,
You're going to have a good time. Thanks for hanging out. Got to go.
And think about this. You can get the party for free because there's probably gold or something on the people. You just sell that. It's going to be good.
Gold.
I don't know what they're buried with,
You
but
get a
yeah, there's
grave
all kinds
rob?
of.
What if could you do this? If you're,
You
if
gotta
you're
use that
moving
money.
bodies and you're, replanting people, can you take the bones and can you say, okay, I want to have them cremated and then I will keep the urn of the dead that is unknown, like in my house?
If that makes you feel better,
That's
and
what I'm
keeps your
doing.
$100,000 deposit
That's it.
intact.
Wait.
I don't know.
You're willing to burn the bones but not move the bones?
Why is that different?
I feel like I don't know. If
That's-
it wasn't their wish to be cremated, you're playing with fire.
Well, but
no
their
pun
wish was to be
intended.
buried there. You're moving it
You're
anyway,
moving
so
them.
what does it matter?
Well, maybe
Maybe that
they're-
wasn't their wish.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't matter. And that's the weird thing is, where do you draw the line? Because we're willing to move mummies and throw them around in
Listen,
museums and all this kind of
Right.
stuff.
Good
So,
point.
like,
Which is
Moving
bad.
bodies.
Well, mummies love museums.
Dude, I'll be honest. I saw a TikTok the other day, or these people were like redoing their kitchen. And they found a well under their house. Like they straight up they moved the floor, and there was just like a circle, and they couldn't figure out what it was. And it was like this house was built 100 years ago, and it was like literally right in their kitchen floor. There was an old school well, and they dug it out and built the well, and then put like this glass, like tempered glass over. So in their kitchen, you can look, and it's like 15 feet deep, and it's full of water.
That's pretty neat.
Dude, it kind of creeped me out though.
And you walk over it?
Yeah, you can see it under your feet.
Unique.
That would be neat.
It's unique, but man, it's kind of creepy knowing that there's just like a hole
I do like
Right.
what
that
you-
going into the earth.
I do like what you were saying though about people like knowing that people knowing that or that somebody's going to live in your house and all that. And it just reminds me of whoever said that like we don't own anything here. We're just stewards. We're here to take care of
Yeah,
things.
it's
I
life
don't know.
is
When you say
temporary.
you're going to be forgotten, not me, because I'm going to have buildings with
What?
names on
Okay.
them.
And those will go down too, and no one will remember you.
Yes.
No, I want to
But
be
for
forgotten.
the time being, they will remember me.
I want to have here's me. I'm going to be in a mausoleum somewhere after they take all my organs and work on me in science. My plan is for my body not to be burned or put into a burn pile with other science donated bodies, but to come back to a mausoleum like Nick Cage down in New Orleans, and that is where people can come and visit me.
Those are
okay?
the above ground houses.
Oh yeah, I want to be able to walk out.
Well, when they name a town after me, it's on a map.
But
Well,
only
listen, I just want to say
temporary map.
congratulations to Lern and Tim on their new property.
Thank you. So
Congratulations.
Yeah, dude.
Learn, Tim, and their two ghosts.
No,
Dave and
treasure.
Wanda.
All right, listen, we got to take a break, and I want to on the other side of the break we'll do crap on celebrities, and we'll do that story about another OnlyFans teacher in the area. Actually, a couple teachers in the news. Moon sent me this story on Friday about the one teacher sending pictures to kids,
Oh boy, no.
and then over the weekend another OnlyFans teacher was outed. But first, final week for this, I do want to shout out a couple companies on our heads and their generous donations to the Song Society. One more time for repeat sponsor of my head, Trimlight Southeast Missouri. Trimlight Southeast Missouri, brighten your world with smart lifetime lighting. TrimlightCmo.com. Trimlight is an innovative patented lighting system that allows customers to have permanent exterior lighting professionally installed on their homes and businesses, eliminating the hassle and worry of hanging Christmas or holiday lights ever again. Trimlight Southeast Missouri, thank you for your generous donation to the Song Society. Moon.
Faster House, fasterhouse.com. We Buy Houses. Start your next chapter here. You can sell your house fast, St. Louis, as in any condition you choose, and you choose when to close. Faster House helps all types of homeowners, inherited homes, probate homes, senior living, foreclosure, as-is houses, all of that, and a lot of things set Faster House apart. Swift, no obligation cash offers, immediate availability backing every offer, no real estate agent commissions. The list goes on and on. Check them out. Thank you, Faster House. FasterHouse.com.
Thank you, Faster House. Appreciate your donation. Rafe.
Flynn.
You're very bright hat.
Yeah, man. I feel like a different person in this
You're
hat,
stopping
man.
You look
traffic.
so tan.
Good look, man.
I do?
Yes.
I feel like turning you upside down and writing with your head.
Yep, you're a highlighter.
Like a highlighter.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do look sharp.
I'm highlighting some thoughts right now. Flynn Landscaping, specializing in lawn, landscape maintenance, irrigation, and arbor care in Ladue, Frontenac, and surrounding areas. Now hiring, salary and hourly employees up to $78,000 per year with paid vacation, sick days, and paid training and certifications. FlynnLandscaping.com or call 314-243-6784 for more info on hiring them or working for them.
Flynn Landscaping, thank you for your donation to the Song Society and King Scott.
Just-in-time construction and remodeling. Fall and the holidays are approaching. We're starting to spend more time indoors, and you're probably beginning to realize that it might be time for that updated kitchen, bathroom, finished basement, painting project, or just some minor repairs. So let Justin and his team of experienced remodeling contractors help bring those to reality. He's been serving St. Louis since 2002, so give him a call directly to see how he can be of service for you today. 314-570 2000 or 314-570-2000, or reach out to him on Facebook, Just in Time 24/7.
Thank you for your donation. And Lern's got an invisible hat on today.
Yes, my soul is actually sponsored right now by by Getaway Carts. They have so many used golf carts, new golf carts. They have e-bikes that if we're going to get that e-bike gang going, we have a place to get them. They have golf carts available to fit all budgets, financing available, full service and customization of golf carts. Call them anytime to get something set up. 314-650-2951, and you can check out their selection right now. Getawaycarts.com.
Boy, it's a cool company.
The entire neighborhood of Soulard just rose from their beds
Yeah, dude.
and are marching straight to that location.
They got pimped out ones and lift kits and all sorts.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
It's
All right, well, thank you to all 5 of the companies for their donations to the Song Society. All right, that's brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Head up hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Columbia, Illinois, Michaela Miko is our
Michaela.
team member of the day. Michaela is a second-generation fan of the Rizz Show and has been a listener since her parents introduced her to the show. She loves the new additions of Rafe and Lern, working on getting a third generation of listeners within the family while listening to the show every morning while taking her daughter to school. Loves Freak of the Week, and she really misses Jeff's presence, but is glad the show has found a way to thrive through unfortunate circumstances. Michaela Miko from Columbia, Illinois is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Gets a super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. Welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow@1057thepoint.com. Sex Time fun facts coming up. Sex toy of the week, a Halloween-themed sex toy of the week.
Spooky.
Spooky indeed.
Exciting.
Also, we'll play 3 and 5, give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets to go see Blink-182, Greta Van Fleet, Gravity Kills, and comedian Ari Shaffir. So,
not all in the same
not all in the same
night.
Oh, I was going to say, that's a great show.
Dang.
Sounded like a hell of a bill.
separate concerts. A couple weeks ago, we had a woman named Brianna Compage on the air. She was the teacher down at St. Clair who was outed as an OnlyFans creator, content creator.
Yes.
She wound up quitting her job as a high school teacher.
And becoming a millionaire.
And has become in the 0 percentile of OnlyFans creators as far as making money goes. She is killing it.
She is.
She's already made her first million. And we follow her on social media, and she's doing everything. I mean, she's doing the talk show circuit, first of all.
Yeah, she went out to L.A.
Also, she's done some, I don't know how to put it.
Professional pornography.
Professional pornography, it looks like. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's getting after it.
Good for her.
And now we have another teacher who's been outed as an OnlyFans content creator. Headline, STL Today, a second St. Clair High School teacher appears in OnlyFans porn.
Okay.
Same high school.
Same high school.
Oops.
I'll have what she's having.
Same high school.
A lot of kids trying to get transferred right now.
Yeah.
Kids are like, I just want to learn English, man.
You know what?
Well, I'm transferred in.
My first thought was the superintendent of the school district.
Right.
Where they put this behind them.
Yeah.
We're good.
Because I remember she wasn't fired. The first teacher was not fired.
Yeah, she quit.
She wound up quitting.
Yeah.
And I know the superintendent then there was trying to be kind of play both lines. Like, I understand how parents are upset, and I understand, how teachers don't make a lot of money. And now he's like, damn it, again.
I'm going to lose my staff.
Damn.
You know, what if this is the average, though? And it turns out every high school's got 2 or 3 OnlyFans teachers. This is just the horniest parents in the district because they're all subscribed.
Maybe the school districts should start recruiting elsewhere other than OnlyFans.
Is this a male teacher or a female?
No, this is a female teacher.
Okay.
Wow.
I was going to say, plot twist. The dudes are getting involved.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I'm here for it.
That was my next question.
No, this is another female, and she's cute.
All right. Do you think she'll be as successful? I mean, she's literally coming from the same district. We've been through this before.
We've been through this before.
This is the sequel.
Yeah, dude. We played Fuji Rock Festival in Japan, and I'll never forget when Taylor Hawkins was there, and his dressing room was right next to ours, and his band was called Taylor Hawkins and the Coattail Riders.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I think of every time here.
Yep.
Is Coattail Riders. This is so and so and the Coattail Rider.
The story here is wild. So I'll read from STLtoday.com, which is Post-Dispatch. An English teacher and varsity cheerleading coach at St. Clair High School says she made pornography on the website OnlyFans, marking the second teacher at the school to admit as much in the past month.
It's $1 million coattail in 5 months. So
31-year-old Megan Gaither said in an interview with the Post-Dispatch that she was put on leave by the district Friday evening, and she expects to be fired after going public. She said she joined the direct-to-subscribers website in May to supplement her teaching salary and help pay back more than $125,000 in student loans. So May,
sister.
do they know each other?
oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they in a video together?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're both.
really know each
So this
other.
is
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I've
she
read this.
I'm
was
surprised she didn't come out the same week then.
Right.
Megan. This new teacher was a creator before Brianna. Oh. Remember, Brianna said she only got into it like August.
Yeah, yeah.
Summer.
Yeah, a few months ago.
Summer.
Megan May.
She's the OG.
She says
She's the madam.
teaching does not financially support a person. It's really hard to stretch those paychecks during the summer. Her total pay last year, including a stipend for coaching cheerleading, was about $47,000, $47,500. Her former coworker, Brianna Coppage, who we've had on the air, was put on leave and eventually resigned earlier this month after the district was alerted to her OnlyFans account. Since then, Coppage's success on the site has skyrocketed. Her subscription rate has increased more than 5-fold, and her story has been picked up by news outlets across the world. Gaither said, this is Megan, she deactivated her OnlyFans account, which had about 1,500 subscribers, after Coppage's account was discovered by the district. She said she was making an additional $3,000 to $5,000 a month on the site at the time.
Okay.
But she never showed her face in an effort to remain anonymous. Still, rumors began to circulate at the school when she appeared in a video on Brianna's account last week.
Okay.
The video did not include her face, but it was recorded at a party in a St. Louis hotel room. And when a photo from the party was posted publicly, she was wearing the same costume she wore in the video.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What kind of party are we talking about here?
Swing party.
I think that's what we're talking about.
Key party. Yeah.
Oh, would you
A
say
what?
a
What'd you
pea
say?
party?
A key party.
Oh, key party.
Key party.
Which I didn't know
Key.
that definition. A couple years ago, I found out what a key party was.
Yeah.
And my mind was blown.
And what motel did you say this was at?
Where'd you guys stay last week?
At motel.
Still, Megan said rumors. Okay. She said, I was like maybe in 4 or 5 minutes in the entire thing, and I definitely did not think this would be the thing that would ruin my entire career. The district superintendent, Kyle Cruz, said that
This guy.
said this week
enough.
that the quote, the district does not have a statement to issue at this time. He did not respond to a request on Friday for more information
Said thanks.
about her employment status and the decision to put her on leave.
This guy's like, I'm getting out of this business.
Yeah, he's like, thanks. We're done stating. You've already read it. I've already said it.
Yeah, both Brianna and Megan said they didn't know the other person was on the website until June, when Megan made an offhand comment at a teacher's night at Busch Stadium. That led to more discussion between the two, and Megan on Friday described Brianna as her best friend.
You know what I'm just thinking about are like all the really cute teachers of the world, all sexes and genders and whatnot, who have no interest in being on OnlyFans, but now they have like this awareness of people, even their students, everybody who's aware of the news, have this in the back of their head now. Like it's one added pressure and anxiety, I imagine, for teachers.
You think in the teacher's lounge, everybody's side-eyeing each
Right,
other?
like, are you
wondering-
I'm telling you, as a 15-year-old kid, 14, 15, I put in young Rizz in high school.
Okay.
And going, man,
This fall on Fox, Young Rizz.
I got 2 pretty hot teachers. And then to find out,
One of them can be seen. You can see her knockers. Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Right, 2.
2 of them.
No offense to any of my teachers. I'm sure a couple of them were super beautiful, but like nobody looked like that.
Nobody looked like her,
No.
Megan, or Brianna.
Beautiful.
She's like a hotter than
And
Morticia Adams.
14, 15-year-old hormones, I'm humping the couch.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay? And to find out that I got 2 teachers naked on the internet,
Yeah.
and then to find out
He got kicked out of
Are
3
you-
furniture
that the
stores.
2 teachers are together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That was not his head, by the way, exploding.
that was not
that's
his head.
absurd.
That was
and
his
think about
pants.
the rest of the
man.
nation too, because there's a lot of creepy dudes out there that are going St. Clair, Missouri. What's in the water down there?
Right.
Because look what's happening.
Lots of
Dude,
potassium.
Man.
I don't, not to be a conspiracy theorist and lob this out
Oh,
there.
come on, Q9. Let's
Because
go.
I'm sure. Wouldn't it be wild if the story unraveled that this teacher outed the other teacher to see what would happen, since they know about each other?
They're best buds though.
Because they said, even Brianna said when we had her on, she's like, the way I understood it, a parent was made aware when my video was on someone else's.
Oh,
But
right.
I'm like,
She didn't know.
it was still pretty vague about like where the actual source of her being outed came from.
Yeah.
I'm like, wouldn't it be wild if she wanted to be like, I wonder if this would like help someone's OnlyFans to get outed in a national news story. But I don't want to take that risk myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that works, but they also sound like they're not very quiet about it. If they're talking about it at a work function.
Yeah. He has a Busch
Well, here's
Stadium.
my
Anything you
card,
say in
here's
front
my
of Fred
business
Bird.
card.
She said it was
is
an
legally-
offhand comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know how horny people get at cards games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Also, there's a legality there. Like anything you say in front of Fred Bird is like, it's like lawyer-client privilege.
He doesn't talk.
That's right. He can't tell anybody.
Here's everything, though.
Fred Bird was just like
Mouth open.
he was just putting his beak over both their heads. Like, I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. This is crazy.
I was with Fred
This
Bird
is crazy.
at the When We Were Young festival, and he didn't mention nothing about
No,
this.
Fred
Nothing.
Bird, loose
Good
beaks,
friend.
sink cheeks. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Loose beaks, sink cheeks.
Yes. But man, down there in St. Clair,
And I will also
what is
say,
happening?
this one feels a little more purposeful to me. Because I'm like, if you deactivated your account, you know she's in the national spotlight. You still went. You wore the same costume. It kind of feels like
Yeah.
you're trying to, like Moon said, you're kind of trying to coattail this a little bit. And I'm not saying she doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. I'm not saying that's what was purposefully done. I'm just saying that's what's
It
about.
feels
to
a little purposeful to me.
I don't know. I'm not accusing. I'm not saying nothing. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know the lane. I don't care if it is
yeah.
purposeful. I'm just saying that
Yeah, it does seem a little fishy.
Wait, who?
it's kind of one of
little
those things.
sus?
This happens with comedians too, man. Like, there's always a comedian that breaks on a social media. Like, Dane Cook was the MySpace comedian, right?
Yeah.
Rob Delaney broke on Twitter. He was a bartender. He started tweeting out free jokes. He got hired to write for Rob Deerdeck. And then all the other comedians are like, they see that success and they're like, oh, I'll do that. But it never works the second time like it works for the first person. I feel like Andrew Schultz broke on Instagram. He started doing this thing during COVID that was like, turn your phone.
Yeah.
He did this little segment, and then I saw a lot of comics like trying to imitate that. There's TikTok comic. There'll be an OnlyFans comic eventually. Whitney Cummings just put out a special on there.
Well,
it kind of feels like that.
Well, there's also she's leaning in on the, teachers don't make enough money thing. So
Sure.
So she'll use that.
Which is funny.
To garner sympathy.
I just read.
Well, that's just true, though.
Well, it's true, but she's got an in.
This is new political activism.
Like she's got a built-in
message.
She's got a built-in sympathy crowd.
I just read, by the way, an interesting article about how there's a large amount of teachers in the teaching profession over the last couple decades that are millionaires. And people were like, how could that be? They only make an average of $61,000 and blah, 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 blah.
OnlyFans.
And it talked about how, like, these are people that get into something because they love it, so they know that they're going to be on a fixed income, so they have budgets and they stick to them, and because they're playing the long game, and where a lot of us are playing careers for the short game. And because they're playing for the long game, as long as they set themselves up in a lifestyle that's reasonable and they're living below their means, they actually apply their money in 401ks.
Send me that article.
I'd like to read more about that. That's just good budgeting.
It's just a math game. It's just a math game. It's something like there's a larger percentage of millionaires than you think that come from like humble trades, teachers, all that kind of stuff, because they're not looking to make another $20,000 next year, hoping to do this or hoping to do that, and then living beyond their means.
Back to this. I think has she reactivated her OnlyFans?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Remember, she said she deactivated it.
She deactivated the OnlyFans when?
She said she would likely reactivate her OnlyFans.
Okay.
That's what it says in the
I would
article.
imagine this.
On Monday.
I'll bet you
October
good money
30th.
That it's up right now.
Look on Brianna's Twitter.
Fine, I'll check, guys, if you really want me to load.
On the what?
Brianna's
Brooklyn Love.
No, she's back. She's just using her real name.
Oh, she is now. Oh, good for her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's just using her real name. She's like, why? She's like, why use a fake name? Everybody knows now.
Brianna was Bill Maher had her. He talked about this segment last Friday, which I thought was kind of cool.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
Is Megan on there with her now?
It's up.
Yeah, the first picture.
Let me see. Let me see. Quickly.
Wait,
quickly.
Oh yeah, and she's advertising her link.
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Back on.
Can you scroll up, Moon?
Hey,
bro, I have it up
night?
on my computer as we speak.
These women are gorgeous.
The detective agency has already uncovered.
Wait, is this her?
That's Brianna.
Oh. Okay.
These women have like the cutest bodies. I swear to God. Like.
Oh, you probably can't.
We can't look at that.
Probably can't put that on there.
Hey. This is research,
Gorgeous.
guys.
Later.
Come on.
Anyway, there you go.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. Looks like they have a good size IQ, too.
Got 6,000 followers right now.
Click on her. Let me see what her profile looks like.
Alrighty.
We can't show this on the cams either because there's TNA.
Let me see her.
Yep.
She's, go down, scroll down. Oh, there she is.
Well, hi.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
All right. Is she with the other teacher in a video, too? Like, doing things?
I don't know.
I don't know, but their acting was not very good in that one.
Nah.
I mean,
No
they're
offense.
definitely help. I mean, they're best buds. They're like helping each other out. You know, there's a lot of links
Sure.
to one another.
All right. Well, good luck, ladies. And other teachers being naughty news. This is real naughty. This is illegal naughty.
Oh, boy.
Where is St. James? I think that's between Rolla and Cuba, right?
Yeah,
I
St.
think
James
right
just
in the
down
middle?
44.
Yeah, the
Wineries.
wine place.
Okay, so can they get us out in St. James?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Shout out to St. James, guys.
I love St. James.
Never been.
A lot of friends out
Probably
there.
drove through. A female teacher in Missouri allegedly sent nude photos to a 16-year-old student and invited him over for sex while her
boy.
husband was out of town.
Man, St. James, St. Clair, this is a wild time.
Have you seen what this teacher looks like?
I have.
Ricky Lynn Laughlin. Ricky Lynn, R-I-K-K-I, Lynn Laughlin, 24 years old. Special ed teacher at St. James High School is accused of sending explicit images and pursuing the relationship over Snapchat.
Holy smokes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, again, there are people seeing these pictures and going, what in the hell is happening in Missouri? They're only beautiful people getting in
hot
trouble?
teachers.
Well, we had 3 attractive teachers that are no longer employed.
Yeah.
Ricky Lynn is in big trouble.
Yeah.
Married mother of one, facing 6 felony charges for the alleged actions with the student. Man, she got married last year.
And she's what, 20? She's 25.
She's 24.
24, okay. This article says 25. The other article says 24. So
Yeah, this article says 24, that she
around
married
there.
a 23-year-old guy back in 2022. So last year, they have a 1-year-old daughter together. The teen claims teacher sent him a graphic video and that they kissed, with things progressing fast after she reached out on Snapchat. She allegedly invited the boy over to her house for sex while the husband was away.
This kid's only 16.
The kid's 16, according to the article. The student made excuses not to meet Laughlin due to feeling uncomfortable, he told police. After rumors spread, Laughlin asked the teen to delete their exchanges, citing fear of jail. The school district reported the relationship, and detectives found some of the nude images. She allegedly didn't deny receiving the photos, but instead, or insisted the student initiated things. Still not an excuse. She claimed that she didn't know he was a minor until recently. Police found a video on Laughlin's phone, like the one described by the student. Age of consent in Missouri is 17. So she's facing charges including child porn possession, tampering with evidence, and sexual trafficking of a child. Just one charge could bring 20-plus years in prison. God. Ooh, yikes.
She messed up, man.
So she's sending nudes to a 16-year-old and expects the 16-year-old boy to not tell anybody?
Yeah.
Come on.
She,
Stupid.
yeah, stupid.
Wow.
Gross and stupid.
She's expecting a teacher sends nudes to a 16-year-old kid and expects the kid not to tell every one of his friends?
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Dummy.
Facing 20 years.
Yeah, for one of those charges. You say something, Rafe?
Not good. I was down the Brianna Coppage rabbit hole over here. She's balling. She started a second account called the No PPV account. So no pay-per-view. Remember how I told you when I subscribed and went in? My subscription expired, but that is like basically you had to pay for each video. Now she has a $50 everything's all you can eat buffet.
All you can eat buffet.
Every video, but it's $50 a month or $45 a month. That's smart.
Yeah.
She's got 2 accounts.
Yep.
And she basically doubled or almost tripled her price.
Oh, Colin brings up a good point. Are we glossing over the fact that she was a special ed teacher? Is it one of her students?
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Oof,
I mean,
I did mention she was a special ed teacher.
Any student, I'm not gonna, it doesn't matter, no matter what student it is. Like, disturbing.
I mean, what could you be thinking? What in the heck
I don't know.
are you doing? That's some...
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with teachers in Missouri. Shout out to Missouri teachers. Great ones out there.
Yeah.
Prepare to feel old, guys. Urban Outfitters, did you see this, is now selling refurbished iPods and calling them vintage.
Oh, cool.
What?
Yeah. Come on, Urban Outfitters, man. So hip.
You know the Crosley record players that are in the little briefcases you can buy at Urban Outfitters?
Yeah.
I was at World Market yesterday, and now Crosley, the brand, is making Bluetooth AM/FM radios. So they're trying to bring the nostalgia to radio in the same way that they did with the turntable.
Well, they were doing that with cassette players, too. And maybe it was Urban Outfitters that was selling cassette players.
Dude,
Like vintage Walkman.
Yeah, Walkmans. Yeah.
I just saw something on Instagram that was like, maybe Moon might be familiar with this. It was like someone found a cassette at a thrift store and played it. And it was like this song from this guy and his name. God dang it, what was his name? It was something weird. But anyway, it was like this whole thing. We got millions of views. It was like this guy had passed away. It was a love. It was 7 minutes of demos that he'd done for a girl he lost.
And he wound up getting, like, signed, and they put it out.
The guy was dead.
Reels?
The guy was supposedly dead, and then it comes out that it's like this artist. Somebody like took this other artist's music, and it was all a hoax and all this stuff, and then they ended up having to credit the guy. But I felt bad.
No, I never heard of that before. But Urban Outfitters, so they're selling a fourth generation iPods from 2004, described as a genuine piece of vintage retro tech and the perfect blend of new millennium design with modern features. So the 4th gen one is before the touchscreen, so it's still got the wheel.
Oh, yeah. Got one of those at home.
I do, too.
It's awesome. 2,000 songs or something in there.
So it's still got the white wheel.
Yeah.
But the 4th gen one is before the touchscreen, so it's still got the wheel. I do, too. So it's still got the white wheel.
Yeah.
So it's still got the white wheel. Yeah. Yeah, you still have to use the wheel in the front to scroll through the songs. And obviously, they don't support wireless headphones.
I'm surprised any of those wheels still work.
The wild part is the price tag. So they've been selling them. Urban Outfitters have been selling them for $350 each.
Whoa.
Several people have pointed out, like, hey, you could buy one of these on eBay for like $35.
Right.
but not from Urban Outfitters.
Yeah, that's
bro.
true.
Not brand new.
Yeah.
The Urban Outfitters has been selling at least one other model, the original iPod Mini from '04.
Have one of those too.
They listed that one for $200. And the craziest part is it looks like both models are already sold out. They're not on Urban Outfitters' website anymore. So apparently some people, I'm guessing young people, actually paid that much. For reference, the original iPod cost $3.99 when it came out in '01.
I guess this is for people who are like going back and getting a flip phone. They're trying to like regress to the past.
Oh,
so they don't want to. So they won't have their iTunes.
Well,
on their
Oh, it's a
smartphone.
hipster. Like, look how cool I am. I'm
Yeah.
vintage.
Good news for you hipsters. There's still a few items left, and if Urban Outfitters out, you can go to Rafe's Junk Drawer.
Oh,
I think I got an iPod Mini laying around in there. I'll hook you up. If you're willing to pay those kind of prices, come to my house.
I got a Walkman still.
Do you really?
Oh yeah. It's the only thing I have that plays. I have a couple of cassette tapes that are
I
special
have
to me.
nothing that plays cassettes at home.
Well, if you ever want to borrow it,
You're just my talk
my
boy. I
friend
don't
and
have
you
anything
can.
else.
I have nothing. I don't have a CD player either that works. Unless I want to put it in my son's PlayStation.
yeah.
There's nothing at my house that plays CD.
You got a CD player in your Jeep?
No,
I do in my TLX.
no, nothing.
I don't even know. If I have a CD player. I don't know.
I'm sure. I'm sure maybe somewhere in the storage I may have a CD player, but nothing is set up.
Which is absurd because I have all my CDs.
I have all my CDs too.
Yeah, same. Well, they're in my car now.
I've not thrown out one.
I can't get rid of those. I mean, I have a cassette or two, but I got rid of those. Fine. I can't get rid of the CDs. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
And I don't even have this. I don't even have the jewel cases. So I mean, I'm sure they're worthless, right?
Maybe it'll come around again. I don't know. Maybe they're worth something at some point. All right, today is October the 30th. Back in the day, 129 years ago, in 1894, Daniel M. Cooper patented the time clock. And ever since then, wage slaves everywhere have been forced to punch time cards to start their work days for the man. 85 years ago, 1938, Orson Welles made his infamous War of the Worlds radio broadcast. Millions of listeners throughout New Jersey were actually thinking, like, hey, man, we're being invaded by aliens. One Pittsburgh woman was found with a bottle of poison, saying she'd rather die that way.
Wow.
42 years ago, 1981, Halloween 2 was released. And we learned Michael Myers was stalking Jamie Lee Curtis because she was his sister. Spoiler.
What?
36 years ago, 1987, George Michael released his debut solo album, Faith, featuring father figure I Want Your Sex and Faith. 23 years ago, in the year 2000, Steve Allen, the creator and original host of The Tonight Show, suffered a heart attack after an auto accident and died in Encino, California at the age of 78. 21 years ago, 2002, Run DMC's Jam Master Jay dies at the age of 37. And 11 years ago today, in 2012, Disney purchases George Lucas's production company, Lucasfilm, including the rights to Star Wars and Indiana Jones. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crab on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188. Well, Blink-182 has been all over the news this weekend. You probably saw that they were performing Anthem Part 3 at a Denny's Diner in Long Beach, California. Dinner crowd went absolutely nuts. Their new album, One More Time, entered at #1 on the Billboard 200 album charts, which is a really good thing. Also, the Rolling Stones at #2. So
random Denny's.
Oh, yeah.
That's so good.
In Long Beach.
So you're in there, you just want, like, you're hungover, you
Yeah.
just want your moons over my hammy.
Grand Slam breakfast.
Dude,
Yeah.
they
Why
were,
are all these roadies setting up
Mark
things?
Hoppus comes walking in.
Ah, man, Blink-182's playing here at this Denny's. I
damn it,
just
you
want to eat, have
guys.
some coffee, and go home.
But have you seen they're spoofing the old video of that punk? You ever seen the old video of the band? Like, what the F is up, Denny's? It was like a worker at Denny's brought his punk band in, asked if he could play, and then they tore the whole place apart.
Oh, that's a spoof of that?
amazing.
That's
yeah,
funny.
so it's pretty funny, man.
Speaking of Blink-182, they're going to be here on August 10th at Enterprise Center, which you can go to 1057thepoint.com and get tickets.
We got tickets in a little while.
Which means Travis Barker is going to have to fly into our beloved city for the show. Now, after his near-death experience in flight, you might be thinking, how on earth does a guy conquer his anxiety to continue to tour? And it took him some time.
You know, some people you'd go, just get over it. Take a Xanax and be fine. But,
no.
I mean, this dude...
He survived a plane crash.
Right. Him and another dude where everybody else died.
Well, remember when... So he's been the drummer for Goldfinger on our last couple records, and he was playing a couple shows with us, but they always had to be on the West Coast because he
would drive,
wouldn't fly. And I don't think he started flying until after he met Courtney,
right.
and they started all that, because when Skiba joined the band and they did those Blink records and they were touring overseas, he would take a bus from L.A. over to the East Coast.
Crazy.
No, he would take it to the East Coast and get on a ship and take that over to England while the rest of the band flew.
Completely
because
cumbersome.
he did not want to get.
That's how Breaking Benjamin was too. Like Ben from Breaking Benjamin won't fly.
Well, let me tell you this, because there's a lot of people that are probably listening right now who have flight anxiety. And the LA Times explored this topic in depth with Travis Barker. And his ritual for flying is as follows, okay? So, first of all, he never schedules his own flights. He says that it feels like he's booking his destiny. So somebody else has to always schedule the flight for him. Then, before takeoff, he calls his kids, his dad, and his wife, Kourtney Kardashian. Then he says a prayer for everybody that he's lost, listens to a guided recording that were sent to him by an old energy healer. And then finally, as the plane is lifting off, he puts on his noise-canceling headphones so he cannot hear the landing gear retract while he keeps his eyes closed and he practices breath work. So this is his ritual that he does.
I thought it was going to be like a B.A. Baracus kind of thing where they sedate him. And then...
No.
Travis, look at that. What is that over there? They just put a needle in his neck and he passes out. Wakes up in Newark.
Hey, if that works, just put him in the luggage.
So that's kind of cool to know, because if you have flight anxiety,
I get it.
You know, maybe start practicing what he's doing. I mean, and again, he survived a plane crash.
I can't imagine after surviving a plane crash getting on a plane again.
I know, man. Sad news over the weekend. We found out right before we started hosting the Mad Tea Party on Saturday that Matthew Perry had died. He was only 54. More details are coming through, but here's what's been compiled so far. So the Friends star returned home from a 2-hour round of pickleball, sent his assistant on an errand, and when the assistant returned 2 hours later, he found Matthew dead in a hot tub. 911 was called, but it was too late. It sounds like it was cardiac arrest or that he drowned as part of the cause of his death. TMZ says no illegal drugs were found on the scene, and there were no signs of foul play at this time. But the cops did find several prescription drugs like antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds, and a drug for COPD, which he might have needed due to his history of smoking.
Yeah, self-admittedly, though, he abused his body.
Yeah, he was addicted to pain pills for a long time.
Pills and probably every other type of drug, too. Alcohol. And
he's got a book out, and it's really sad.
Recently, right? He recently put it out.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago, I think. It's called Friends, Lovers, and a Big, Terrible Thing. And the very beginning of the book, he says, "Hi, my name is Matthew. Although you may know me by another name, my friends call me Maddie, and I should be dead." And he goes into his addiction with painkillers all those years. Now, his castmates of Friends at this time they've not done any messaging online. Like a bunch of periphery people that were on the show have said tributes to Matthew, but like Jennifer Aniston, Matthew LeBlanc, none of them have come out yet, and I imagine they're all just so devastated. But there are some of the Friends family that have made mention of this.
Man, and I was, you know, when you hear a celebrity thing, you go right to TMZ because usually they got a good scoop.
Yeah.
Man, TMZ put a picture of his parents arriving at the house.
Oh my God!
And they were in the car, and it just seems so scuzzy.
Yeah, I don't want to see
like to
that.
post a picture.
I remember when Taylor,
of his parents like arriving at the house.
Can't believe
where his kid
noted
just died.
Respectful organization like TMZ did something like that.
Listen, for all the scuzzy stuff, they pretty are right on as far as scoops go.
But they go where they need to go to get it.
Yeah. Well, and then we all consume that, so whose problem is it?
They are a reflection of us.
A message posted on the official Friends and Warner Brothers TV Instagram account said, "We are devastated to learn of Matthew Perry's passing. He was a true gift to us all. Our heart goes out to his family, loved ones, and all of his fans." And it does feel, yesterday I decided I wanted to cry a lot on a Sunday, and I watched on HBO Max, they had the Friends reunion from 2021 where the whole cast got back together and they set the set up exactly how it looked in the 90s, and then they had like a live audience.
Was he not there?
No, he was there. They were all there, and it was exactly what I needed to kind of mourn somebody that you feel like you knew.
Wasn't
he was
there
a real friend.
something about him? Was he acting weird, or was there something with Matthew Perry at that?
He was, yeah, I think it was right before his book came out, and I don't know if everybody knew how much of an addiction he had. So, and I think that was all kind of...
Oh, is that where he said, like, he doesn't remember filming seasons?
Oh, yeah.
Like, certain seasons...
He had paralyzing anxiety.
He don't remember.
And he was also on substance.
Wow.
So, anyway.
That's sad. The first friend to go, Matthew Perry.
Rest in peace.
bummer.
I never watched Friends.
It's great, man.
I started watching with my wife a couple years ago because she watched Seinfeld with me, so it was fair trade. And you know what? It's really good.
Yeah, it's a great sitcom.
It's really good.
I've seen an episode here or there. I never was a religious watcher. I felt like
When you watch it in order, you'll gain a bigger respect for it. It's huge for a reason.
was Friends on before or after Seinfeld? Weren't they the same night?
I don't think they might have been up against each other for a while. There was some overlap, but I don't think it was exactly the same.
No. Were they on the same? They were on the same network, right? It was NBC.
Right.
But were they
Like both on Thursdays.
both on Thursdays?
I think they might have been part of the same block for a while, but not the whole time.
I felt like in the circle that I ran in, you either watched one or the other.
Yeah.
Like,
it was a
didn't
Beatles
watch
and Stones.
both.
It was a Beatles and Stones things for sure, or a guys and
I
gals
watched
thing.
both.
It seemed like when I was in high school, it was the parents loved Seinfeld and their kids loved Friends.
Yeah, same.
If Friends popped on, it was like if they make me laugh in a few seconds, maybe it'll stay on. If Seinfeld popped on, it was like, I'm going to leave this on.
Well, you watch Friends because you're in love with all of them, and you like. I mean, I've been in love with Jennifer Aniston my whole life. It feels like, and Ross.
Yeah.
But Seinfeld, I didn't. I loved those characters, but I wasn't like attracted to them.
I will say I remember Friends being one of the last appointment viewing things in my life. I remember being in college in Carbondale and like going over. We had girls that lived next door to us that were friends of ours. There were like 4 girls and 4 dudes, and we hung out and partied all the time. And we would go to the girls' house and we'd all watch it together.
Cute.
And I remember like watching it because it was like water cooler talk at one point. It was huge.
Yeah.
Whether you liked it or not, it was. I mean,
you can't.
It was
you can't deny
gigantic.
that.
Well, we also lost another friend, quite possibly our biggest friend, and that is 6'8" actor Richard Mole, best known as Bull on Night Court. He passed away at the age of 80 as well. So rest in peace to
Oh
Bull.
man, R.I.P. Richard Mall.
I know.
Bull from Night Court. What a lovable character.
He was a lovable character.
Who at the end was abducted by aliens at the end of Night Court.
Can't believe it.
That's right.
Didn't see it coming.
Also, the voice we found out. You and I didn't know this, but until he died. But voice of Two-Face in Batman the Animated Series, which was like considered a breakthrough.
Yeah, the
animated series.
The Mark Hamill one.
When they went out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disney released an official first look at the live-action Snow White remake with Rachel Zegler. Now, I didn't remember this, but maybe you would. Disney first announced that the remake was going to happen. Peter Dinklage complained because he felt the story's depiction of little people was quite backwards. Okay, so that happened, and then over the summer...
Well, did you see what they did? They tried to make it diverse. They over-diversified it.
Yes. So over the summer, an image from the set emerged, showed Snow White with a racially diverse group of friends, and the only one person out of them was an actual little person. And then that set people off on the other end of the spectrum. So now, in a new their third attempt at this, there's a new photo. They're going back to a more traditional-looking dwarf, but they're not live action like Snow White will be. They are, in fact, CGI.
So CGI.
And they look terrible.
And now they've made everybody mad.
And everybody's not going to
Well, I don't understand why people hate on folks that are short like that. Like, why can't they employ them? I don't get that. Why it's bad to have... Why they don't want to see him on screen? They hate him? Is that what it is? I don't
Peter
understand.
Dinklage was upset because he doesn't think that he wishes, and he obviously is the exception. He's had so many roles that have nothing. I mean, I know in Game of Thrones, like they made jokes, like the other characters made jokes about him being small.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if you're like this, but like I was watching. He's my favorite character in the entire Game of Thrones show.
Yeah, but he's cast as a dwarf.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry?
I feel like he's like
wrong.
They make mention of it, like joking around.
No, you're forgetting that his entire character is based on the fact that he's his father's true son, but is not recognized as a true son because he's a dwarf.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is like, who else the man from Willow, I guess, is another
Oh yeah.
little person who had like a main role in a movie where, I don't know.
Yeah, but a lot of his other
Warwick.
roles. So like
Warwick Davis.
Warwick
Yeah,
Davis.
Like
Warwick Davis.
Dinklage's other character that I remember was from Nip Tuck, and it wasn't even like acknowledged that he was a dwarf. So that's what he's talking about. Is like,
Yeah.
Dwarves being actors.
He was the boss in
in
Elf.
just normal roles,
and not having more attention to
Yes,
them.
we need a
on
man.
their
Here
height.
is a man.
Yes.
If we need a woman, here is a woman. So I think that's what his thing is.
Well, back-
Wasn't he the boss
Then-
in Elf?
and he makes
He was.
a point.
Did you guys also notice the time this news, like Disney released this updated information was a couple days after South Park did their Disney episode?
Oh, no.
And I told my wife, South Park just saved the actors in Hollywood because they called out Disney in a massive way. And now Disney put out this story a couple of days later. It's working.
Well, Snow White is going to be god-awful. It's going to come out March 2025, maybe. We don't even know if it's going to come out. And the still image that we'll have up on the blog of these CGI dwarves is going to ruin your whole day. So,
I mean, they did that in Elf. Speak of, they kind of CGI'd the elves.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember that one dude. He's really funny, but he's just, he's a normal.
Oh, the comedian, the old guy.
Yeah.
what is it?
Bob
Newhart.
Newhart, yeah.
Newhart, and then the other guy he's always good character actor, always funny in everything he's in. I don't know his name, but.
How about the ball guy?
Who knows?
All right.
Yeah,
It's
he's the
interesting
brown
though,
haired.
to see this. I just watched the new, and it was great. Over the weekend, I caught up and watched the new Mutant Mayhem. It's on Paramount, the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, it's great,
seen
isn't it? Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
I
great.
haven't
It's
seen
in
it
the theater.
But I bet people were upset because there was a lot of diversity casting, I felt like, in it.
Oh, Ice Cube and...
Well, they made April O'Neil.
But I thought that was more true to the comic book.
I don't know. I don't remember
Somebody
that
said
in the comic.
that, like, April O'Neil in the comic book is black, right?
From the beginning?
I think. I don't know. Maybe I heard that.
I don't
somewhere.
know.
Maybe I'm mishearing things.
Well, Michelangelo's
I'm sorry, I'm not a nerd.
I don't know either, and it didn't bother me at all, but I'm saying, like, I definitely noticed that, like, Michelangelo no longer has, like, a surfer accent. They changed the characters up. They made him more, I thought they made him more, like, relative to New York, which was
Right.
cool.
I didn't notice.
But I bet there are people who didn't like it.
I
Because
thought it
there's
was good.
always people who don't like it.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now that you're going to like, and it's Goldie Hawn has met aliens. She details this experience in a new episode of Time to Walk on Apple Fitness Plus, where she explains that she fell asleep in a friend's car after a dance rehearsal in California back in the day, and then she heard a high-pitched sound. She looked out the window, saw 2 or 3 triangular-shaped heads. She described them silver in color and that they had little itty-bitty facial features and no ears. She says, quote, "They were pointing at me in the car as if they were discussing me like I was a subject, and they were droning on and on and on." She says, she suppressed this for years. She never realized if it was fake or real until she went up to the University of Champaign, University of Illinois, and she met an astrophysicist who kind of interviewed her about that experience, and it unlocked all sorts of repressed memories. Goldie Hawn says, "Suddenly I remembered something. They touched my face, and it felt like the finger of God. It was the most benevolent, loving feeling. This was a powerful feeling that was filled with light." Your
Well,
thoughts?
Okay. All right. What kind of drugs were we on?
She was dancing a lot at that
Sock
time.
it to me, aliens. That was during the laugh-in era,
Yeah.
probably.
And finally, what are the best songs to work out to? I'm not going to have you guess. I'm going to just give you these songs, and you tell me if this list is good. Like, would you make a playlist to work out to this list? Because this study from All Access found out what the most popular workout playlists on Spotify were. They looked at a number of playlists in which songs appeared, and they came up with this top 10. So here's what you would be working out to.
Somebody said about Goldie Hawn, they call that dreaming, right?
Yeah. Kurt shook her awake.
All right, so workout songs, best work. Well, just go around the room real quick.
Yeah, like what do you work
Do we
out
have any
to?
favorite workout tunes?
Yes, I will say Snake Charmer from Rage Against the Machine has like the perfect tempo, feel, and energy for me if I'm doing push-ups and push-ups and sit-ups. Like if it's like one of those kind of things, because I used to use that in the bus to like kind of work out when there's like no room and it's just the ups, pull-ups, and push-ups and all that. And then I'll tell you what, when I'm working out, I just stumbled upon this in a random playlist and then just ran with it. Didn't stumble upon the band, but as far as a workout playlist, Run the Jewels freaking works, dude. The energy is perfect. The beats are usually perfect. It just gets me jacked and I'm ready for a
Let's
full
Go
hour.
is a great
Throw
song to
anything,
listen to.
Yo, Run the
AC/DC on?
Jewels.
That's what you listen to?
Hell yeah.
You cry while you...
Even the slow...
AC/DC, why would I cry? That's sweat.
Run the Jewels.
That's eye sweat.
It's just like angry enough. That's too happy
That's
for me.
what you call tears.
AC/DC?
AC/DC's too happy for me.
Man.
That's what Rizz calls tears. When his Dad, are you crying? No, my eyes are sweating. Get out of here. I'm in my closet.
All right, give me a workout song.
Honestly, the entire Rocky IV soundtrack still gets me hyped, dude. If you put that on, if I'm like on the treadmill and I'm thinking about getting off, and like that like...
You do that on the treadmill?
Dude, if you put on... oh, sorry, dude. Where you power clean at 800 pounds?
Woo! Stopping working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you feel like you're in the Rocky montage.
Yeah, you feel like you can't quit.
In a burning hot.
Yeah. Or that, like, even the classical music that comes on there that's like... And I'm just like, I guess I got to run until my heart explodes. I just do a dry scoop of Exploder and pretend like I'm Dolph Lundgren.
Drago!
Yeah, dude. The deepest cut that can be healed by the blade or by the gun. I'm like, clear this Club Fitness out because I'm going crazy.
What about you, Scott?
Well, the touch from the 2SG always gets me going pretty good. But I think, I tend to do a lot of country stuff, which would bore people to death, but a good rock one.
Correct.
I would say, I hate to say, but I Told You So from the Hives. That's a good pump-up jam. It's a fun one, upbeat. Or Blink's new album. I like that one, too.
You know, it's funny. I do get, shameless self-promotion here. I do get a lot of people that like Greek Fire for different reasons, but you'd be surprised. There's a large percentage of people that say, hey, man, the first record is like the greatest workout record for me. And I think it's a lot of 4 on the floor. And it's the pace and it's the tempo.
All right, here's a little Rocky here.
I'm going to run out of this room. You put it on.
Remember climbing the mountain?
Yeah, dude. They're trying to catch him in the snow like Soviet spies.
Mountain.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, that comes on. Woo! But I'll tell you something. The lunk alarm will go off in Planet Fitness as this song comes on. While I'm in there.
Yelling!
Whoa, dude.
Wow.
That's a Rocky. That's the Rocky IV mountain climb.
I'm aroused.
Yo,
All
have you
right.
guys seen Creed 2?
No.
Yeah, I saw it on the plane. It's freaking awesome.
The
That's
one
where
where
they
he
fight
fights
to-
Drago's son. Yeah.
Yo,
They fight to save the rec center.
I've loved it.
Anyway, Lern.
Anyway, out of all of you freaks, Rizz wins because AC/DC is on this playlist. So, Highway to Hell, number 10. Unstoppable from The Score.
I'm more of a Thunderstruck.
I'm more of a
that's on
Miley
this list as
Cyrus,
well.
The Climb.
Jay-Z and Linkin Park, the Numb Encore. Guns N' Roses, Paradise City. Thunderstruck from AC/DC. In
all
the
good.
End from Linkin Park. Smells Like Teen Spirit from Nirvana. Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses. It's My Life from Bon Jovi.
That's the guys working out with their jeans on. That's the guys working out with their jeans on, and New Balance like, it's my life. He's like got a polo collared shirt on, and he's just lifting like the little 2.5ers. It's now or never.
That's a good sauna jam.
Yeah, that's for somebody that does a 15-minute workout.
And then the number 1 song, and it's because of...
What? Spot me, bro.
Here we go.
Wait.
It's my life.
It's just the bar, dude. I don't need to spot you. It's just the bar. Yeah, well, you know what? I just had shoulder surgery, young man, and I could use your help. I don't work here, dude.
Yeah,
When you were screaming Drago, it seemed like you worked here.
they're only
Dude,
pumping
that's on
from
me,
one
bro. I
chorus.
was listening. I had too much Exploder.
Well, the number 1 song is Seven Nation Army from the Whites. And that is your crap on song.
Really?
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's that 4
Dude,
on the floor.
can I be
a good
honest? This isn't going to go over well with the 105.7 fan base, but Linkin Park does not strike me as workout music at all.
Couple songs, I could imagine. One
Again-
step closer.
Again, it's pace.
Not the one you.
she said in the end. It
does
starts
not
with the
strike
piano.
me. Yeah, this doesn't strike
not
me
a-
as a
But-
workout song.
but again,
I'm not
it's-
hating on Linkin Park. I'm just saying for this
But it's that
specific thing.
It's that rhythmic aspect.
They got some rockers.
Down,
I don't know. In my head,
down.
we need to have some rockin' songs to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All right, birthdays.
Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Ashley Graham is 36. Sarah Carter, that's Maggie from Falling Skies, is 43. Matthew Morrison. Will Schuester on Glee is 45. Nia Long, that's Will's girlfriend Lisa on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, is 53. Gavin Rossdale, 58. Kevin Pollak, 66. Scott, do you know T. Graham Brown? Country singer. Biggest hit is from 88 called Darlene. Darlene. Darlene.
A lot of songs.
Darlene.
A song named Darlene. Which one?
T. Graham Brown is 69. Harry Hamlin from L.A. Law and Clash of the Titans is 72. Henry friggin' Winkler, the Fonz.
New book out.
78, yeah.
Dude, Barry. Him and Barry.
Gene Cousineau.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude.
Great show.
That is a great show. Henry Winkler is 78. Otis Williams, the last surviving member of the Temptations, is 82. And Grace Slick from Jefferson Airplane
My lady.
and Jefferson Starship.
Yeah.
Both
And
bands.
Starship.
And the 3 bands. Is 84 freaking years old, man.
Happy birthday, Grace Slick. Also want to shout out Colonel Kenway of the Pork Steak Army. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Colonel Kenway, 54 years old. Have you had his candied grapes before?
Man, they're good.
Yes. Spectacular.
Papa Kenwick, happy birthday.
Grill Master General himself.
Today's porno birthday, which being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Nikki Grind. And today's birthday girl has been in 55 fine films, including Too Big to Be True 4, Bangin' Whitey 3, Booty Annihilators 2, Juicy White Booty 1, Mandingo's Super Whores, The Naughty Office, Pole Position 5, and Who Can Forget a Role in 2006's Vacuum Hose 8. Nikki Grind is 42 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back with Sex Time Fun Facts, and I'll tell you that today is National Text Your Ex Day.
Are we all going to do it later?
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
No, I want to go around the room and see if you were to text an ex, how would that go?
I'll do it right now.
I'll text my ex right now.
It would not go well for me.
See if I can pull up Pamela Anderson.
I
Not
married
going
my
well for
ex. That's kind of interesting.
You did?
Yeah.
You and Al dated before?
Uh-huh.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, so I'll text her.
Nice. Yeah, text
Yeah.
her. It was Rafe. And
He
the
was
cam?
no, there were 3 salespeople around him in the break room.
Yeah.
So
Oh, God.
I saw him grab a plunger. He's running back to the bathroom. I don't know what's going
things
on.
are happening.
Yeah.
Grabbing a butt. Oh, don't you have didn't somebody give you a device to unclog a toilet?
Yeah, poo
Learn?
knife.
Are you serious?
Oh, you never saw this thing?
Yeah, it's in
So
our
it slices
office.
bread? What does it do?
Well, it could.
It's right there.
It
Oh,
slices.
is it here?
It dices. It reduces poop
Oh,
to
that's not the
mini
poo
poops.
knife.
This is a cake knife.
Oh, never mind.
That one's
But
used,
also,
right?
this is what the poop knife actually looks like, only it's purple.
And it's that short?
No, it's
We
long.
thought you clogged the toilet, Rafe. That's why you were not here when the show came back.
Uh-oh.
I did not clog it, but it does smell like sewage in there. I will say that. Don't know what's going on, but
You're
it's
welcome.
unpleasant.
Anyway, I guess New Kids on the Block just announced the show.
Yeah.
What?
You excited,
Joey
Manny
just
Jack?
texted me.
New Kids on the Block, the Magic Summer Tour 2024. Paul Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
I'd be curious to see that if it were convenient.
Hanging tough, baby.
I used to be so in love with Jordan Knight and his rat tail. Oh my God. He was the hottest one.
Ain't kids anymore.
And back in the day, my Aunt Jennifer made my cousin Mariah and I jean jackets for New Kids on the Block, and we were both in love with Jordan Knight. And my cousin Mariah got Jordan Knight on the back panel of her jean jacket, and I had to get his stupid brother Jonathan on the back of mine because we couldn't have the same thing.
Well, you could all go together on Saturday,
a
June
sweetie.
22nd.
I had the giant pen.
Have you met him?
Remember the pens?
Yeah.
For your
My sister
jean
had that.
jacket? Like
NKOTB.
by the way, they're still kids, man. It's all in here. It's your age in here.
Look, I bet Jonathan Knight was
Jonathan
really
was
sweet.
their Lance Bass,
Oh, no.
right?
Oh,
Was he
I don't know.
closeted?
I know nothing about him.
Pretty sure
I was
he
so
came
obsessed
out.
with
Was he the
Jordan.
one? Oh, I thought you meant he was
He
like
is-
a 40-year-old that was in it.
No,
His
man,
good friend Libby, my friend Libby Higgins, went on. She was on the reality show, the Blockheads. She went on the New Kids on the Block cruise where they shot a reality show, and she became really good friends. They are very Jonathan
It's
Knight.
tight.
Her and Jonathan Knight are text each other on almost the daily.
I've nothing against him, okay? He just didn't have what his brother had, which was this incredible rat tail. And I don't know, it was just, he was the Paul.
Okay,
He was the
well,
cute beetle.
anyway.
Somebody's got to be the cute one.
One of the
Kids on
guys looks
Block.
like Dustin Diamond.
New Kids on the Block coming to the amphitheater June 22nd.
Nice.
Now, we do have another concert announcement to make at 9 o'clock today. This is an announcement that's more point-worthy.
It's a big one, man.
I think so, too. A band that hasn't been around in quite a while. Recently got back together, coming to our fair city in August. So, 9 o'clock for the concert announcement. All right, stand by. If I forget, somebody remind me.
Okay.
And it's sponsored by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
Well, today is National Text Your Ex Day, which could be a slippery slope depending on how your relationship ended, or depending on which ex. Sure, we all have quite a few exes. Anybody plan on texting their ex today?
I will if you want me to.
No, I don't. You don't have to do anything.
I did it on the break.
Really?
Sure.
What'd she say?
I hadn't answered yet.
Oh.
It's early.
All right, what would you? I don't know. If an ex texted me, I'd go, "Well, what?" Out of the blue. I mean, it would. Why?
Right.
Most of my relationships have not ended well. One tried to kill me twice.
Yeah, I would not say that ended well.
That did not end well. No.
Well, you're alive.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
It ended okay. You know, the relationship ended in not a good way. No, I am still living.
I still text with my ex's brother because we're still friends. Like he texts me. He listens to the show. Anytime we talk Metallica, anything on this show, BJ texts me and is like so supportive still. And I love him.
What if an ex texted Tim?
Like all the Ashleys he's dated in his life? Yeah.
He's dated a bunch of Ashleys.
Dude, this is a guy who... Let's throw Tim under the bus on a Monday. No,
Yeah, Tim.
I'm all about... Like, Tim has had to be around my exes before. In fact, he's met... Out of the last 3 exes I've had, he's met 2 of them. And it's always been cordial and whatever, respectful adults.
Why has he had to be around them?
Well, because one of my last guy I dated was in my friend circle. And so whenever there'd be house parties, he and his girlfriend, they would be there. And so Tim, just over the 13 years, has had to see him. And, but the one time, and I'm curious. The one time that I had the opportunity to meet a woman that has...
I forgot about this.
has slept with my husband. I just want to, because to me it's like ethnography. He's had to be aware of the men that I've dated. I would love to meet one of the women that he's dated. The one time we had the opportunity.
We have a special guest today. Just
Bring it, Ashley.
Come on in.
Come on in, Ashley.
So we were at a bar, and his ex one of his exes was there. Fine. He doesn't introduce me to her. In fact, he doesn't even say that's who he was talking to. Like I see him talking to a very lovely woman at the bar, and they're like hugging. Okay.
Okay, so him omitting who it is makes it seem shady. Made it seem shady. That's why.
He didn't tell me till like the next day.
Tim does not seem like the guy who would date an Ashley. And no offense to the 2% of Ashleys out there, but I've
hot Ashley he dated.
Well, I've had enough experiences with. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that there's a very small percentage, and I'm not trying to be offensive here, but I've only known. I'm going to say 2.5% of Ashleys that are not crazy. They're just crazy people.
Well, let me tell you about these.
But like,
so 97.5% of Ashleys are nuts.
I tend to steer clear.
100% of the Ashleys that Tim has dated have been hotties, athletes, abs, gorgeous, blonde.
Ashleys.
I'm just talking about
To be clear,
a group of insane people.
on this story, and crazy Ashleys aside,
By the way, anytime I've said
Ashleys are
that,
emailing us right now.
anytime I've said
Moons.
that, everybody agrees, including a lot of the Ashleys.
Hey, by the way, shout out to Crazy Ashley.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
making the world a better place.
I'm not wrong, and everyone knows it.
Making the world a better place. So he didn't just see her in the bar and decide not to tell you. He spoke to her at the bar, hugged her at the bar.
Yeah, they're getting drinks.
Still did not introduce you to her or each other.
Yes.
And you didn't find out till the next day.
Yeah.
And this bothers
Maybe he was sparing your feelings. Maybe he thought.
Sure.
Maybe he thought you were gonna fight her.
Was it
Yeah,
gonna
were you in a
claw
good
her
mood
eyes
that
out?
night? How was your mood?
I was in a great mood. I was like 2 drinks in and having a wonderful time.
Or
Well,
maybe
you
he knew
think-
it was an Ashley, and she would try to fight you because.
Or
again,
next
that's
time
what
you see her,
happens.
the last time that we both ran into my ex.
Oh. And how did that go?
It did not go well because
Okay.
they were going to fight, and I was
Really?
like, let's see how this plays out, guys.
Yeah, you're
one that tried to
excited.
kill you?
You're like, no,
Yeah.
not me.
Let's back away.
Let's hey, let's I'm creating perimeter.
No,
Like I brought in like a kiddie pool with
like
like
the Vaseline.
fruit cocktail.
Yeah. Here we go.
Your wife is so awesome, too, because she has, like, in the best way, she has no chill. I love it.
No, this
When
was
it comes
a
to
long
that
time
kind of
ago.
stuff,
This was
she's like, hey, you mess with my family, I'll cut your eyes
Yeah.
out.
This
She's got that
was-
Russian mentality.
This was maybe 20 years ago. It was not a good scene. We've all matured though.
Well, no,
So hopefully next time if it ever happens, we'll be all good.
I don't think it ended badly with this woman that he was talking to. So I felt like, and we've since, this is a part of our ongoing evolution of our relationship is like, hey, if you've slept with somebody and I'm in the room, like, tell me later, like, tell me eventually, but like, or introduce us. I don't know. I like want to know the
Wait,
history.
so you're mad he did the thing you wanted?
No. This is like after, like,
So he started doing a thing where you go to the bar, he's like, okay, that girl over there, I didn't sleep with her.
What did Tim do
Just
wrong?
assume every other one I did.
Because I feel like Tim is innocent in this situation.
no, in that moment, because he had a relationship with this woman, they loved each other, it would have been nice to be introduced. That's all I'm saying.
I would have thought that would be the
in that situation.
normal thing to do.
But if you just sleep, like one night stand people, I don't necessarily need to meet the one night stand people, but maybe like tell me later, like, hey, just so you know, like,
How
I have
long did he
history
date her?
with the woman,
Yeah.
like years. Like they loved each other. That was his like college girlfriend. I don't know.
Do you
yes.
think that there, I posit this theory.
It's a little weird.
Do you think that during the hug
I love you, Tim.
at the bar, Tim gently whispered in her ear, don't look, but I'm dating a new girl and she's from Southern Illinois.
And she's crazy. She's crazy, Lauren.
Your life is in
she's armed
danger
to the
right
teeth.
now. Leave. She has 3 knives on her.
Yes.
Just quickly,
Yeah.
Just get
That's
out of
possible.
I'll pay for your drink.
Leave
walk
Helen's
away.
right now. Yeah.
Just walk away.
Oh, is it Helen's?
Oh yeah.
Ashley, you don't know crazy.
Okay, yeah. Maybe he was just trying to avoid,
Yeah.
you know.
But then we're all there. We're there for like all night.
Was she may not have looked like it, but she might have been pretty hammered or something.
But you didn't know, right?
I didn't know.
Well,
I didn't know
then
anything.
maybe that was a safe thing to do. Maybe Tim knows.
I think
well,
he's
hey.
he's a
Maybe
pretty
he
wise
knows
guy.
what he's
I
doing.
kind of get it. You feel like you're in the dark.
Yeah, he
that
should have
is-
just lightedly come over and said, "Oh my gosh, that's my ex-girlfriend, so and so."
And then
I
gives
think-
you the choice if you want to meet her or
Yeah,
not.
that would have been the respectful
Okay.
thing to do in that moment.
But to be fair to him, he didn't go into this night thinking this. He's probably a few drinks in. He doesn't
Sure.
know he's about to be in this scenario. So
Right.
like that's a hard
He
like.
may
Oh
have
God! Oh
panicked.
God! Oh God! Oh God!
He made that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, you know.
I'm bringing it up for tell you on the show for entertainment.
Well, listen,
I've forgiven. It's all.
I
good.
think we should all just get drunk and just text our exes today.
Oh my God.
Have at it and tell me the stories tomorrow.
Tim is texting Ashley right now. Can you believe she's telling this story on the air on National Text the next day?
You know, most of us have gone through this before. After a breakup, is it better to start dating again right away, or should you take some time alone?
You should
Yeah, I
take
think
time
that-
alone.
Yeah, I think that depends.
I say I have one friend that has gone through a few, and it seems like as soon as one ends, it's immediate afterwards. And I was just wondering, I'm like, man, take a little breather.
Well, it might depend on how long you were together and where you are in life. But somebody polled 30,000 people, and most said don't start dating right away. 72% said you should wait a while. What is a while? I don't know. Only 9% said start dating immediately, and 18% aren't sure. Men are I hate the non-answers. Men are twice as likely as women to say, just get back out there. But the older you are, the more likely you are to say wait a while. Only 10% of us think new relationships that start right away tend to be more successful than the one that you just got out of. But they could also help you forget about the person and move on. But what if you're not actually dating them or just hooking up? Sometimes the best way to get over somebody is by getting
Under
somebody.
else.
I guess.
The old
That's
adage.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
We were talking about this in the office the other day, and I think that it would be hard for me to say. I think you have to take time. I've always been a proponent of take time between, if you can't, just because the baggage you bring in was for someone else. You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't processed your prior relationship, then you haven't grown from it. You haven't learned what you needed to learn from that relationship so you can be a better partner in your next relationship. If you just hop right in, you're just like, it's almost like you're not dealing with what just happened. Now, I'm not saying there aren't exceptions to that rule. You might, love at first sight, I think, is real. I think you might just beat the person. It may not be the timing you wanted. But I think if you're a serial monogamist in that way, where you're like out of a relationship, in a new one, out, in, then you probably haven't learned anything or processed anything. That's probably why you're bouncing. That's why you're lily padding like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well, let's say everything works out and it's time to get married. Okay?
All right.
It's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Time to get married. This is a story out of Bolivia. I'm going to read the story as it is written in a legit published newspaper.
Okay.
The puns are disgusting. Headline, groom's angry ex throws poop on him and new bride at wedding.
Oh, no.
Something old, something new, something borrowed,
Something poo.
Oh, goodness. I am upset.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse.
Well, we can't do birdseed anymore.
A wedding in Bolivia quickly went down the toilet after the groom's ex reportedly showed up to the wedding and threw excrement on the newly betrothed after they said, I do.
Oh.
Photos of the public smearing showed the bride's hair, face, and white dress completely covered in poop. The groom's military outfit similarly soiled. A woman who has not been publicly identified, but who was rumored to be the groom's ex, allegedly brought a bucket filled with poop and oil to the wedding to throw on the couple while a crowd surrounded them to congratulate them on their nuptials.
Oh, my goodness.
The woman reportedly was unhappy about the groom's number 2 and was jealous he was marrying somebody else.
Wow. Man, it used to be rice, right? And then that was like affecting the birds, so they went to
So
bird
this
seeds.
doesn't affect the birds, I guess? That's why?
No, yeah, oil and poo, it's all good.
Honey, this is a bad time for me to bring this up, but I used to date an orangutan. And she is nonplussed about this union.
After the incident, the bride posted on social media that she hoped her husband's ex will let us live in peace after getting her revenge. People commented on the bride's social media to support her after the incident. Quote, that's stooping low as a woman. No matter how damaged or cheated you feel, never seek revenge. Let him be happy with his new partner. And here's the final pun. It's not clear if the couple reported the incident to the police.
Geez.
Nice.
They have started a GoFundMe
Not
for
bad.
redo-do.
And you said this was before or after the second dance?
No,
Scott.
second dance, I see.
You can't assume somebody wants you to hit on them just because they chose a sexy Halloween costume. But it turns out a lot of us do make that assumption. There were a lot of sexy outfits there on Saturday.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe some of
Man,
us
tea
just
party.
like our butt out. You know what I mean?
It is the one night a year where you can be as slutty as you want.
But if somebody wears a slutty costume, does that mean, hey, I'm here to hook up?
No.
No.
That never means it any time ever. If you're looking good, it's because I want to feel good, right? Like
39% of people in a new poll say if somebody is in a revealing costume, it's a sign they're looking to hook up. The good news is, Lern, I know you're looking at
I'm
me in
upset.
disgust. Most people, 61% of people, disagree with that.
all right, good.
But still, 39% is a lot. Some of us are hoping our costume attracts some attention, though. 19% of people wearing a crazy or provocative costume say, yeah, we're mainly doing it to, up our chances of meeting somebody. So there are the people that do wear sexy costumes that are looking to hook up. 20% overall say they've met somebody at a Halloween party. 80% agree that the anonymous nature of costumes is kind of hot.
I get that part.
Yeah.
I get the role playing of it all. But, I saw plenty of chicks on Saturday night just hot as hell in groups, just wanting to have fun and
Yeah,
be
with
hot.
the girlfriends.
Yeah, we're just being hot.
Yeah.
Let's, don't come at me.
I slept with Catwoman one time at a party at the VFW.
Wow.
And I was dressed as Zorro, and we got back to her place, and
Lots of whips in this experience.
I heard a noise, and she goes, hey, would you mind going and checking on my son? I think he woke up.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, huh? Because I thought it was weird if she had a roommate, but the roommate left when we got there. But I was a little intoxicated, so I was like, roommate's giving us some privacy. Nice.
And the roommate was her son?
Roommate was the babysitter, I believe. So I went and I picked this kid up, and he was not bothered at all.
Zorro?
He's just like, "Nyah," and I picked him up out of the crib.
So a chick that you met that night said to go check on her kid?
That is super weird.
Correct.
Of her, not of your son.
She was like, I forgot what she was doing. She was taking her costume off or something.
But she sent a drunk stranger.
A drunk Zorro.
Yeah.
Drunk man.
Did you have the mask on while this was going on? Or
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Trying not to make this too long. But, I picked the kid up, and I was comforting him. I'm like, hey, buddy, how's it going? You know, and then I caught a glimpse of myself in the full-length mirror in the nursery. And I still had on a sword, my Zorro mask, a big fake mustache. And I'm like, somewhere in this kid's brain, because he was young, is imprinted. And he's like, I saw my dad once.
Or like a...
He's like, I know what he looks like. He has a mustache.
He looks like Antonio Banderas.
He's like, he's a hero to all. He robs from... I'm telling you guys, my dad robs from the rich and gives to the poor. No, he doesn't. Yes, I met him one time.
He had a Southern Illinois Spanish accent.
Antonio Banderas is my father.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
what did Zorro do? What was Zorro's story?
He whipped
Like the first
criminals.
Batman. Batman was kind of based on Zorro. He was like a rich Don Diego. He was like a rich land baron in Mexico, but he fought for the poor by the dark of night, dressed as the fox.
And his calling card was
The Z.
He
Oh, yeah.
put a
I know
Z on
the
your
Z.
shirt.
I know the Z.
This kid's just like writing Z's in his little mead trapper keeper
Yeah.
at school.
Dad'll come back one day.
He's a very suave fencer.
We did wake up the next day and watch Blue's Clues, and he ate Cheerios out of a bag. And then I had to do the walk of shame 2 miles back into town in my Zorro costume. I remember, because I had to be at work, and I was like, this sucks, man, because I was like, you don't have a car? She's like, no. And I was like,
Damn it.
dang, and my cell phone was dead, and I just like... took off walking, and I remember a cop stopped. I was walking down like a major highway, and a cop goes, ha ha, rough night? I was like, yeah, man, it got a little wild. But
Did you still have the cape on? Were you
yeah,
ready?
dude, I had on the cape.
Incredible.
In fact, I was so embarrassed. Honestly, I was so embarrassed I put the mask back on. I was like, at least maybe everybody won't know. And the cop, I was like, he'll probably give me a ride. And I go, you want to give me a lift back into town? He goes, no way. And he just drove away.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, well, one time I wanted to ride in a cop car. I couldn't get one.
Well, so this particular survey company asked people to name the hottest costumes for men and women. So for ladies wearing these particular costumes, I got 3.
Okay.
What are the sexiest costumes for ladies?
I think Catwoman is definitely...
Catwoman's number 1.
Yep.
That's number
Got
1.
me.
I had a
number 1.
girlfriend dress up over the weekend. She looked hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
What's number 2?
Number 2, let's see, like a...
Nurse.
That's number 3.
Ooh.
Wow. I guess teacher now.
Saw a
That
couple
seems
of
to be
those.
the hot thing.
French
this is a
maid?
character. This is a character.
Oh, it's character.
Harley Quinn.
There we go.
Of
Okay.
course.
Boring.
Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and a nurse. Now, for guys,
Thor.
Thor, no,
Vikings.
there is a superhero in this.
Spider-Man.
Batman.
Soup.
Batman's number 3.
Batman. Yes. Zorro.
No. Zorro did not make the top.
Well, I'll tell you what, he should have. Because
Spider-Man.
Catwoman was having it.
Spider-Man should be pretty sexy because you can see your brains. You know what I'm saying? Like you're showing.
Batman's number 3. A gladiator's number 1.
Bob Ross, maybe?
Yes.
Gladiator?
And a cop is number 2.
Yeah.
Man, the guys would suck.
Yeah.
Work on
And
that, boys.
finally, before we get to the sexto of the week, there's a charity-run thrift store in the country of Wales. Okay? And they're asking people who donate things, hey, can you please stop donating your used and unused sex toys? You got to stop.
Right.
Like, you got to stop bringing us sex toys. Because the store supports, like, a children's charity. And they issued a statement asking donors, hey, man, just be careful with what you bring in here. Quote, could those of you who kindly donate please be mindful that we are a children's charity, and as such, we have a range of ages on our wonderful volunteer team. We therefore ask that you refrain from donating your used and unused marital aids. Who is donating used marital aids?
Well, you know, that's an interesting question. It does tie to an email that we got today.
Really?
It was, yeah. I mean, and I can see. I mean,
Do you want to read it? I mean,
yeah, sure. Let me.
I'll just finish it. Find that email, but
Okay.
And the charity goes, we would like to remind you that this branch of this particular thrift store has CCTV, so these items can be traced back to their owners. Thank you.
Wow.
A representative for the charity said the statement came after some recent inappropriate donations.
Maybe it ties into this.
Which Goodwill dough was this?
No, Scott. No.
Quote, we are always hugely appreciative of donations from the community, but it is fair to say that these items aren't quite the sorts of toys we're looking for.
Goodwill, though, is I'm going to say that for years.
It is, yeah.
Guys, anybody, anything else need to be donated to Goodwill?
Goodwill.
What if it's like old people, like, let's say, like, I died and my grandmother
throw it in
was
the
like
garbage.
going through things and she's like, I don't know what this is.
Throw it in the garbage.
And she donates it to Goodwill unknowingly that it's a sex
I'm
store.
sure if it's a grandma donating her dead kids things.
I'm just trying to give some sort of explanation.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about Goodwill. They're taking it one way or the other, because if they're not taking it during hours, it's going in the bin at night.
After hours, yeah. Just roll on back. Just put it in that blue bin.
You can always drop it off.
Look at
Whether
this.
they accept it is on them.
Greg with 3 first names writes this. What's up, boys and Lern? An hour and a half into our drive on our way home, my stomach dropped when I realized that I did not grab our toy box from the VRBO dresser drawer.
Oh.
My wife was sleeping in the front seat next to me, and I vigorously woke her up and asked her if she grabs what is actually a plastic toolbox from the dresser. She admitted that we have to go back and get it. But our time had ended there. It would have also added more hours of drive time, and we have 3 young kids with us. So, what do? Cut your losses and ask the owners to mail it back? I thought it was clear that they do a cleaning service and live at one of the houses.
Okay. How crazy are these people?
They said, overall, super embarrassing. If anybody on the show rents their house, how would you feel if you found a toolbox full of various vibes, dongs, plugs, lubes, LOL, FML?
Okay, a couple things here. Okay, so
My wife wants her stuff
They're
back.
at a VRBO
That's
with
what I said.
3 kids, and they bring a toolbox full of sex toys.
Amen.
What is happening?
I mean,
How freaky are they getting?
they have 3 kids. They're
Yeah,
probably
that's
trying to
why.
find a way to get this in at any point. So they're, I mean, I
But you
agree.
bring your toolbox full of sex toys?
They're
Maybe they have
rocking
an
it, dude.
active sex life, and they like, you know, they're banging at home, they're banging on vacation.
And
The
that's
kids
what they need
don't know
more
about it,
kids,
thank
and
They
God.
really misunderstood what VRBO stood for.
Man, that's crazy.
What do they do?
I would just call and say,
I would
hey,
call the owner.
the goofy thing was left there. If you could ship it back, that'd be cool. But if not,
Yeah.
whatever.
So-
I mean, it's not like you're going to meet the people. It's not
So
that
what
embarrassing.
Those are expensive.
what if you're the owner and the cleaning company calls you and says, hey, there's a Fisher Price toolbox, yeah, tackle box full of wieners.
As somebody
and-
who does own a VRBO, you want to ship back if you pay for shipping. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I don't care.
Oh, so you would, okay.
Yeah, I'd be
And what if they said nothing? What if you just found that and you're like, what do? Do you donate it?
I would be
No,
more
throw it in the garbage.
pissed.
Goodwill, though?
No, I would throw it away. But
I'd hold it for a week.
I would be mad if I would rather them be like, "Hey, we left our stuff, our private stuff there. We'll pay for shipping. Can you just ship that back to us?" Because what if you are the person staying in the VRBO the next night and the cleaning people don't see the toolbox,
Oh, right.
and then you open it up to put your book in there or something, and then that
Go,
thing,
whoa!
Yeah, they said it's in the
I'm gonna be
dresser
mad at
drawer.
the VRBO
I think
It's not out in the open.
The best thing to do is just take a picture of it, post it on social media, and tag their name and stuff, and just let them know they're missing it.
You'd be
Chances
mad
are-
about it?
I would. I'd be like, "What? Do they want me to use this stuff?"
No, chances are they're going to be too embarrassed to call you about it.
We
So you
missed.
hold it for a couple days and you throw it out.
We
Yeah.
missed it. Yeah, Riz said to hold
gloves.
it a couple days.
Yeah,
Talking about
hold
the
it with
toolbox
gloves.
for the contents. Of course, you'd hold it for a week.
What would you do, Rafe? What?
Oh, you message.
If I lost it or if I found it?
Both.
You could message them and say you left your
Yeah,
toolbox
we
of
left,
sex toys.
we left some personal effects.
I'm holding it for a week, and if you don't come get it or pay for me to ship it back to
Right.
you, I'm throwing it in the garbage.
Dude, I found some weird stuff at Airbnbs
Have
and
you?
VRBOs. Just like from the owners. So I'm like, whatever. I would think it was funny, probably. I'd be like, wow, they want us to party. Everything goes. They're serious about their cleaning fee at this VRBO.
They got Scrabble in the living room and lubes
That's
in the
right,
bedroom.
dude. Let's play a little Connect 4 and then let's see what's going on with a strap on. Who knows? Crazy. Life's crazy.
3 young kids, and you bring a toolbox full of sex toys.
I don't know how
What are you, not
you
supposed to
people
have
do
sex?
it. To be honest, yeah. Like, how do parents have sex? I would love to know this.
You just yeah, man. It's
You just
all
have
Like when you
sex,
go on
no big
vacation, you don't have sex?
No, you do. I'm not
Apparently.
bringing my toolbox full of toys.
Some people need
what if-
toys
yeah, what if
to
that's
have a
their
good
standard?
time.
I don't know. Okay, good on them. I have a rolly suitcase.
Okay.
It stays in there. It doesn't go in the dresser drawer.
Let's take a break.
Stays in the roller.
I'll tell you this. One time, I won't throw this person under the bus, but somebody I love very dearly accidentally left their vibrator on one day.
John Hewlett.
And I found it, and I had to go turn it off because it was driving me absolutely
no.
nuts.
I'm sorry about
And
that.
I had to pick up somebody else's vibrator and turn it off.
I thought the batteries were dead.
Back to you.
Okay, so you bring your toolbox full of sex toys with your 3 young kids to a VRBO, and you forget the toolbox?
That's the most important part.
A lot of things to pick up, you know.
I honestly, you'd rather leave a kid. You'd rather be like, hey, I forgot. Only got 2 of the kids. Third one's still sleeping.
All right, sex toy of the week next. Maybe you could add this to your toolbox this year. It's kind of Halloween themed, too.
You're going to need a big toolbox.
Yes. Maybe you could borrow my rolly
It'll be a
suitcase.
Stanley.
It's a monster.
It is.
Oh, it is?
really is.
I haven't looked at it
An
yet.
actual monster.
It's a monster, dude.
8:45, Monday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Right lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 64 westbound just after Boyle Avenue. We also have a left lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 70 westbound at Branch Street. Your point forecast, partly cloudy with a morning freeze warning. High of 44. Right now it's 32 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
I heard it earlier. It's National Texture X Day. It's also National Candy Corn Day. National Candy Corn Day. We'll get to the sex toy of the week in a second here. So it's National Candy Corn Day. And there are some trick-or-treaters who hope you'll celebrate by flushing your candy corn down the toilet.
Yep.
Which, okay, maybe that's a little dramatic.
I assume that's where it came from.
The toilet.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Listen, I think candy corn is the Nickelback of it's yeah. Do you really know what candy corn tastes like?
Yes.
Or are you on the hate train because everybody hates candy corn?
No, you should definitely try it before you hate it. That's how you should do anything. You should experience it and then dislike it.
And try it fresh. And I would encourage you to try it every 3rd year. Because you don't know.
You don't know
Taste
what
buds
happened.
change.
Things change.
Candy corn hasn't been fresh since 1953.
Yeah, they're still running off the same original batch.
Oh, that's not true. And the crazy thing is, I don't think I had fresh candy corn for at least 25 years. And then when you all of a sudden you have it and it's soft, and you're like, whoa,
this is
whoa.
It is
this a
good
different
in
brand?
a mix, which is the weird thing. That's the weird dichotomy of candy corn. Like they
You
have
have a handful of it with peanuts or something else.
yeah, like there is a candy corn like trail mix where it's part of the trail mix.
Yeah, it's
so
like
it has
peanuts
like
and
salty
raisins,
and
right?
sweet and peanuts and pretzels, and it's good in there. But if you eat it by itself, it's not.
Okay. So would you say candy corn is not the most controversial of all Halloween candies out there?
It's just the trendy thing to hate.
As I said, it's
I
the
hate the-
Nickelback, it's the Limp Bizkit, it's the Creed of candies.
Yeah. It's just trendy.
'Cause people still eat it
I'm
like
sure
crazy.
there's some people that hate it, but like the people that are like, oh God, I hate that. You're like,
You're only
what?
hating it because Lern hates it.
That's true, Moon.
Like, you don't really know what it's about. All right, so I'm going to list some candies here. Okay? Quote-unquote controversial candies.
You hate it though, right? Learn. Like you hate the stuff.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah, like you've talked about that for years.
And I do try it every couple of years to make sure I'm still on par with the hate.
I'm not saying that there's not legit haters.
All right, there was a study done, and they listed a whole bunch of quote-unquote controversial candies, whether
Yes.
people love them or hate them. Love them or hate them. We'll go around. You tell us if you love them or hate them, and if you're with America. Now, this one, the definition of Halloween candy is very broad here. Peeps.
Hate it.
You can't. There's
Dude.
There's only love or hate. There's no. I kind of like them. Love or hate.
Hate them. Put them in the trash where they belong.
Come on, Moon. Love or hate.
I don't think that's a love or hate. Like, how can you?
Yeah.
No explanation.
That's the worst love or
It
hate
feels
one.
like a cat tongue, like like
It
sandpaper,
does.
but it's like it's poofy sugar. It should be good. Every time I bite it, I go, nah.
So you don't like it.
that's
Well, I'm
not
going to
for
put you in
me.
the hate column.
That's not for me, but I don't hate it. I
You do
don't.
hate it.
I get it. I get it.
Peeps.
Hate it.
Hate.
Hate.
In the term of this game, I guess hate, but it's
No
definitely.
I
explanation.
love peeps,
Okay.
but 52% hate them.
I will say this.
Stale.
You want to throw...
I'll eat them anyway.
You want to blow a kid's mind at Halloween, throw a yellow peep in that. A single raw dog yellow peep in the pumpkin. That would freak you out.
Yeah.
They are not in season. That means they've been sitting in your cupboard.
Yeah.
Since
You
Easter.
get orange ones. The orange ones are...
like
Oh, you throw the
styrofoam
yellow
now.
birds in.
Yeah, the
Sit around
yellows are the
since Easter.
pinks.
Yeah.
The weird thing is, I think the majority of people like them stale. My mother loves them stale. She opens them up, puts them in this weird cabinet that doesn't have anything
They're a
else in
peep
it, and they
cabinet.
just sit there for months, and she eats that crap stale. If you're going to have it, it only makes sense to me to have it that real squishy, that
That's odd.
mallowy vibe.
All right, jawbreakers.
Hate.
Love.
Hate.
Hate.
That's a lot of work.
45% hate them. Dots.
I love them.
Love.
Hate.
Love.
Love.
Hate. 44% hate. Atomic fireballs.
Hate them.
Love them.
Hate.
Love them.
Hate. 44% hate them. Red Hots.
Hate them.
Love them.
Detest them.
Yes.
Love them.
Hate them. 43% hate them. Spicy candies don't seem to be popular, by the way.
I hate them. I hate fake cinnamon.
Spicy like cinnamon candies?
Spicy, yeah.
Anything
I
that
love
says
cinnamon.
red or hot, I'm out.
Hot tamales.
Hate.
Love.
Hate. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Love. I guess that's
Hate.
seems like it's the same.
41%
three
hate.
things.
Jelly beans.
Love.
Hate.
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 I like them.
Aw.
35% hate them. Almond Joy.
Oh,
Get the hell out of here, Moon.
I've developed an understanding. We're friends now.
Almond Joy.
I love it. I
It's
love you,
called
Almond
Grandpa
Joy.
Ship. Hate.
Hate Almond Joy. Love.
That's the best candy bar on the planet. Yeah, I love it.
Love Almond Joy.
That is the best.
Love Almond
Nothing's
Joy.
better.
Yeah.
They perfected candy bars with that.
Almond Joy's got hate. Mounds don't.
Cute.
Lemon heads.
Ooh, are they chewy?
They are
No,
when
they're
you
hard,
bite into
right?
them. They're hard at first, the shell, and then they're chewy on the
Oh.
inside.
Then I'm gonna say I hate them.
I think. I'm going to say hate, yeah.
Hate.
Weren't they sour?
I'm hate too. Lemon heads. Rafe.
Hate.
Hate.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hate.
If I want
recall
sour,
most of
I'll
them.
go cherry sour because it's just
Yeah, yeah.
consistent, and I just need a fresh cherry sour.
30% hate them. Tootsie Rolls.
Love them, baby.
Hate them,
Ooh,
baby.
yeah.
Get them out
I
of
love 'em.
here.
Love them.
I love them.
As long as they're not stale.
The Yoo-hoo of
Golly.
candy bars. I don't love them.
No, 30% hate them. Nick Lil Nip wax bottles.
Oh, hate.
Hate. Just across the board, hate.
I don't know what they are, but I hate the name, so I hate them.
Yeah, anything with
They're the
wax.
ones you bite off the top.
Guaranteed.
drink
And they
That's
have
the
like
100%.
Oh, I hate
Like
that.
the-
I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah.
Get it out of
Yeah,
here.
those are,
I didn't realize those were still a thing. Smarties.
No. Hate.
you
Hate.
know what? I'll say love.
Couldn't hate them more. There's no level of hate I could reach.
Because those are so hard to candy, right? They're not.
They're like tart candy.
Yeah, they're the only chalk candies.
They
that-
are
that I'm
Tom's
okay with.
starter kit for kids.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they're the only chalk candy I'm okay with.
I know I loved them as a kid. I just haven't had them since then. But I guess I'll say love.
28% hate them. Mentos.
The fresh maker.
Mentos are.
By the way, if you're handing out Mentos to trick-or-treaters, your house is getting in.
Yeah,
It's like handing out Listerine strips.
Yep.
yeah,
Anyway.
Mentos aren't candy.
But people do hand them out. Mentos. Like them or hate them.
I guess I hate them as candy.
Hate.
Like them.
Like them if I remember right.
I like them too.
Are they, is that a chalk one or is that like a
No.
a
It's a
spree?
chewy
It's,
thing.
it's like a
Round
spree, but it's
chewy.
melty.
They have flavored ones that aren't like spearmint also, right? Doesn't Mentos have like regular?
They are the fresh maker.
Yeah, I just
No.
remember the food.
I like
Fighter
those
video.
too. I like Andy's mints too. I'm all over it.
Oh, Andy's.
I like
Oh,
mint.
Andy's
Oh,
is great.
Andy's.
I love
Top
Andy's.
tier.
Mints.
Yeah, Andes
Perfection.
are good.
How can
Get
you
those
dislike
leaving a
Andes?
nice restaurant.
Yeah, those are the greatest things ever.
Ponderosa.
Pillows, restaurants, anything. You know, the thing that nobody ever talks about that I would think would be a great divider would be the spree. Does anyone like the
Yeah,
spree?
you forget about the
Sprees.
spree. Shock
If you don't
tarts
like,
are better.
if you don't like Smarties, you don't like Sprees.
Oh, see, and I
that's not true.
disagree. I think sprees are the freaking DuckTales of the cartoon world. Like they're colorful, they're bright, they're fun, they're awesome, they're good. Smarties are like some old ass cartoon from the 40s or something. Just sprees.
I don't love Sprees.
Oh,
They have
sprees, beautiful.
Mentos has fruit, also fruit and chocolate. I was like, I know I've had Mentos that weren't.
All right. Cadbury cream eggs. Yes, there are Halloween versions of these.
Absolutely love.
Cadbury cream eggs.
I don't like that.
Oh.
I don't
Hate 'em.
like cream-filled things.
Love them.
That is, Cadbury
Top
cream
tier,
eggs are
baby.
top tier for me.
Yummy, yummy.
Love them.
Really?
Love them.
I also don't like that people
Love them.
think that bunnies are born of eggs, because they're not, right?
What?
There's no eggs. Bunnies just come
Let's
out.
get a scientist on the show and prove it.
The buddies are just handing out the eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's one of those foods that you just ignore whatever's on the back of the package. You just eat it because it's too
Love
good.
Cadbury
Hey,
Cream
somebody
Eggs.
mentioned sweet tarts, and it was always sweet tarts. Pardon me, it was always sweet tarts or sprees, and sprees were the go-bots of sweet tarts for me, and I was all about it.
Double bubble. Get out of here.
Absolutely not hate.
Hate 'em.
I like it.
Hate.
But I don't love it. So hate.
Laffy Taffy.
I understand it now. Hated it as a kid, except for the watermelon ones with the little seeds, the little crunchy seeds.
It's on our list.
Yeah, those
of
are
nostalgia foods to try. I'm trying
Laffy Taffy?
trying to sniff some out.
I say love, but it has to be warm and like fresh.
I don't like 'em.
Hate.
I don't like them.
Love.
Hate 'em.
Couldn't get enough of the little
I'm
square
going to say hate. I can't
Laffy
remember
Taffies for
much.
a nickel a piece.
What about Brock's Mellow Cream Pumpkins?
No, hate.
I've never had that, but that sounds great. I think
I'd
all those,
like them.
I think I like all those words.
I don't know anything about them.
I just love Brock's because
So
you get
hate-
the
I hate
scooper,
things I
you
don't
go in,
understand.
scoop out the candy.
Brock's,
about Pez?
Wait, can you say
Love
that again?
Pez.
Brock's
what?
Mellow Cream Pumpkins.
Mellow cream pumpkins. This is what they look. Oh
I
gosh, these are
remember
candy
those.
corn pumpkins. Why didn't you say so?
They were fun.
Oh, those?
This is candy corn
I don't like
pumpkins.
those.
Oh, those are freaking great. And it used to be candy corn. They had the combinations. I never saw them.
hate, definitely hate.
And only pumpkins. They're the same consistency as the candy corn, but they taste so much better. I would always pick these
I don't
out.
like those.
Oh, love those.
Well, there you go.
What are these called? Mellow cream pumpkins?
Brock's Mellow Cream Pumpkins.
These
was
are
the last one?
great.
Pez. I said Pez.
Those are good.
You know,
I like 'em.
standalone, no.
It's
But
nostalgia.
there's something about the dispenser that sells it to me, so love.
Yeah, I love them.
If you just gave me a handful of Pez, I'd be like, get these hard pellets out of
You're
here.
100%
The candy
right.
sucks.
But if you gave it to me, if you pop Snoopy's head back and give it to me, I'm like, these rock and roll.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is?
Love Pez. Hey, before we get to the sex toy of the week, yes, that's on the way here. We do have to make a big concert announcement, guys.
Ooh.
Here we go. The first big summer show of 2024. I know it's not even winter, but we're talking summer 2024 already. 105.7 The Points presents the Summer of 99 tour with Creed, 3 Doors Down, and Finger 11.
Whoa.
Dang.
Yep, big summer show, Creed, 3 Doors Down, Finger 11, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, Friday, August 9th, 2024. Tickets are on sale Friday at 10 a.m. There you go. Creed,
Right.
coming back.
I'm excited for
Yeah.
that.
I love Finger 11. It's a good band. I haven't seen Creed in years. 3 Doors Down, I was solid. I'm there. Oh, it's a Friday night, too. Woo!
Ooh, we're going to take the next day off.
Yep,
Yeah,
we'll take the
definitely.
next day off, Scott. All right, let's do this.
Oh. I'd nearly forgotten.
It's time, Rafe. Sex
It's
toy.
time. Now, we talked earlier about leaving your toolbox full of fun toys at a VRBO while your 3 kids slept peacefully in the other room, but maybe you need a little bigger toolbox. You might need yourself a full-size Auto Mechanics Craftsman toolbox to hold this bad boy. It's the Giant Scaly Swamp Monster 3-foot giant dildo. So big, they said giant twice.
Rafe, I didn't. When you sent this over to me yesterday, just
Yeah.
to kind of look at it, I saw 3 feet tall. I didn't see how much it weighed.
Oh, we're going to get to that.
Oh, my God.
This Giant Scaly Swamp Monster 3-foot giant dildo is on sale for $1,499, down from $2,000. It only has 2 reviews, 3.0 stars.
Huh.
So we'll get to that. But let's first give a
There'd be
description.
more reviews, but everybody was killed
Yes.
after using this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
there
could
would have
not-
been more,
most
but
people were
everyone
killed.
passed away. The biggest swamp beast around, this gigantic monster is unlike anything you've ever seen before. A 3-foot tall dildo weighing 98 pounds. It was
98 pounds.
That's ridiculous.
It will stand out as part of your collection and definitely liven up your house decor. Because you got to display this if you
Of
get
course. Where else are you going to put it?
Yeah.
it. Made out of a firm yet flexible PVC, it has a rubbery feel and a bend to it. You can enjoy the smooth, textured feeling of its ridges and grooves. It has a massive pink head and green scales along the shaft. Atop the balls are 2 large black eyes that look up as you sit on it and ride. Good
right.
God. The suction cup base helps it stay in place and not fall over. Enjoy playing with it and getting creative. To clean it, use warm water and mild soap, then spray with a toy cleaner. Wipe with soft cloth and let air dry. And remember, when lifting, use proper form in lifting positions in order not to hurt your back.
Don't say that last line, by the way.
Okay?
You could say experiment at your own risk.
Experiment at your own risk. And in an attempt to stretch your boundaries.
Yes, that's it.
Experiment at your own risk. Imagine, on a hot, balmy day, you've decided to explore more of the surprise vacation to the Everglades. Fanning yourself, the heat is as heavy as a blanket, and you seek some shade in the late afternoon. For miles, the winding wet swamplands stretch out, and you sit at the edge of it in the moist earth under a tree. The sun hangs low in the sky, yet it's still warm. So you strip down and wade into the water. The cool water freshens and cools you. You feel so relaxed, you lose track of time. Suddenly, there's a moment in the water, and as you look around, you see two glassy, black eyes of something watching you. Your breath catches in your throat. Fight or flight is activated, yet you stay perfectly still. As you finally turn to start moving out of the water, a scaly, wet hand grabs your thigh. You freeze, terrified, but your terror turns to confusion and arousal as the hand begins to slide up between your thighs and stimulate you.
Are you
Confusion, now arousal.
This is like Vincent Price in Thriller.
I'm confused.
As you look down, you see the pink-tipped, scaly green rod begin to emerge from the water. It surfaces, twitching, firm and excited. Two glassy black eyes look up at you, and the hand pulls you down. It parts you. God. God. Man. It parts you, and you find yourself being moved up and down, and it feels so good that it surprises you. Your moans are barely heard over the wild waters.
Wow. Easy boy, easy.
Mom, is that you? Dad? And you begin to feel hot for an entirely different reason. As you reach climax, the monster releases you. You walk out of the water and onto the shore again, only the Everglades knowing your mysterious secret. Wow. What a crazy description.
Poetic.
And let me tell you something.
And your body starts to quiver.
Yeah, your body starts to quiver. Never tell anyone the secrets of the river. It's after midnight. You're walking kind of weird since you went in there. Let's get to some reviews. The reviews are short and sweet. There's only two. Review number one. What in the hell am I supposed to do with this thing? I'd rather get banged out by Swamp Thing himself than squat on this abomination. 1 star, Jonathan H.
Wow.
Dude spent $1,500.
He is not happy, dude. $1,500 in the hole.
What's your return policy?
What in the hell
drop
am
this
I
off
supposed
at the
to do with
donation.
this thing?
Put this in the donation bin at the Goodwill.
This guy bought something. He spent $1,500 on something he didn't know how he was going to
1 star.
use.
Wow.
1 star. Rather get banged out by Swamp Thing himself than squat on this abomination. Jonathan H. Second review. It's actually not too bad. I have handled bigger and scalier. 5 stars, King S. So I guess that's how that 3-star review got all rounded out. A 1 and a 5.
That guy's a good reviewer. Honest.
He got short and sweet.
So honest.
It's actually not too bad. I've handled bigger and scalier.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Here we go. That's the sex toy of the week. Halloween edition. All right, guys, let's take a break. We'll come back. Let's give away some stuff. We got tickets to go see Blink-182. August 10th, Enterprise Center. We got tickets to go see Greta Van Fleet. April 27th, Chavin's Arena. Tickets to go see Gravity Kills next Saturday, November 11th at the Pageant. And we got tickets to go see comedian Ari Shaffir next Sunday over at the Pageant. That's November 12th. After the break, we'll play 3 and 5. So Moon's going to give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes. No ums or ahs to start your answer. And I believe the judges today are going to be firm on this,
Yes.
as always.
it's Hallows Eve. And we'll be treated as such.
314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. 3 and 5 is next. All right, we're going to play 3 and 5. All right, simple game. Moon's going to give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win. Your choice of prizes: Blink-182, Greta Van Fleet, Gravity Kills, Ari Shaffir. Those are the 4 prizes. All right, let's get right into it. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Let's go to Carl. Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
All right, Carl, let's play 3 and 5. Here we go.
Carl, name 3 countries in Eastern Europe.
Spain, France.
Nope.
No, sorry, that's not Eastern Europe. It's all right. It's all good.
You're looking for like a Czechoslovakia or
Czech
Romania.
Republic, Hungary, Poland, Romania, Russia, Slovakia, Ukraine,
Oh, you
Belarus.
blew that one, Carl.
It's not. That's not the easiest one. We're
All right, hey, rebound here, Carl. Here we go.
Rough. Name 3 types of dog.
Labrador, St. Bernard, Husky.
Would you have taken a bounty
Irrefutable.
hunter?
What?
Would you have taken a bounty hunter?
Yeah, I thought bounty hunter would be fine.
Yeah.
All right,
Type of-
final
type of
one.
dog. Name 3 famous people named Tim.
Tim Burton, Tim Allen, Tim Jones.
Tim
Jones.
Jones. Who is Tim
The House
Jones?
Speaker of Missouri, Tim Jones. Former House Speaker, right?
Right, that's
Correct.
exactly who he was talking about. Former Missouri House Speaker Tim Jones.
I think
Yes, that's
so.
exactly who he was talking about.
That's the one.
That's the one.
I mean, that is a
Can you
famous...
tell us who you were talking about?
The House Speaker.
That's right.
Thank
Okay,
you.
all right, we'll give it to him.
Thank you.
Tim Jones.
Maybe in the future,
God, radio
identify the person before we give it to
Tim
him.
Jones. Had to be one.
Ara in Wright City, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Let's do this.
Name 3 St. Louis restaurants.
Kio's, El Tio Pepe.
Killing it. Oh. Next.
Name 3.
Harold.
Name 3 action movies from the 80s.
Die Hard 2. Oh.
No.
I'm done. I'm done.
Die Hard 2 was the
I
one in
think
the
that was
airport,
90s.
right?
Back with Vengeance. What is it?
Die Hard with a Vengeance is 3.
Yeah, Die Hard with a Vengeance. That was 90s.
Die Harder was 4, I believe.
Well, Die Hard 2 was the one right there
Die Hard
in,
Live
in
Free?
the airport.
Die Hard 2's airplane.
Die Hard
Yeah.
2.
What year
year
was
was
that?
Live Free
89?
or Die Hard. Die Hard was 88. Die Hard 2 was 90. Die Hard with a Vengeance
Yeah.
was 95.
Wouldn't have mattered.
Right out.
Jeremy, hello.
Yes.
Hey, Jeremy, let's play.
Name 3 ice cream flavors excluding vanilla.
Chocolate, strawberry, banana.
Banana ice cream.
Banana ice cream.
I didn't mean to hit that.
Somebody get that Whole Foods ice cream. All right.
Banana ice cream.
This room can't argue with that.
Here we go.
Banana freaks.
Excluding Back to the Future. Name 3 movies about time travel.
Timeline.
It's a tough one. That would have me tied up, too.
Timeline.
Timeline. All right. One final one. Here we go.
Name 3 Major League Baseball teams that were in the playoffs this year.
Diamondback, Phillies, Texas Rangers.
Yeah!
Very good.
All right. Winner. August in Arnold. Good morning, August.
Good morning.
All right, let's go.
Name 3 things a firefighter uses.
A fire extinguisher, an axe, and a helmet.
Oh, yes.
Count it.
very good.
Count it.
Next.
Name 3 bands with famous bass players.
Smith, Blink-182, and
Ace of base.
All right, August. Famous bassist in Aerosmith. Name him.
I can't right now.
Come on, man.
All right, last one.
Would you have given it to him if he named a third band?
No.
Sure. I think I would have. Aerosmith.
What's the
Tom
Aerosmith?
Hamilton, right? In Aerosmith.
Yes, Tom Hamilton.
You didn't know
I know
that.
it's
You-
Right, well, it's
Tim Jones. He's
Tim
the
Jones.
bassist.
Tom Hamilton,
Wrong.
Brad Whitford.
Yeah.
This doesn't.
Joe
no.
Perry.
No, that's not what I'm looking for here. Play the game.
Okay, all right.
Be real.
All right. Play
I
the
thought you
game.
were like Geddy Lee.
Play
Is
the
what
game.
you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
looking
yeah.
for.
Geddy Lee,
Paul McCartney, the
Red Hot
Beatles.
Chili
I wouldn't have
Peppers.
been able to do that.
Primus. All right, here we go.
The Who. Okay. Name 3 things on your porch.
a jack-o'-lantern, a show, and a box for garden tools.
A box for
Box
garden
for gardening
tools.
tools. All right.
I like it.
Boom.
Nobody
I like
better
it.
steal
Or-
that.
BRBO tools.
Yeah.
Mike and Fenton. Good morning, Mike.
Morning.
All right, Mike, let's do this.
Name 3 movie characters played by The Rock.
Hobbs.
I couldn't
can't
tell you
tell
either.
you.
I couldn't tell you either.
Ah, dude, not in a million years did I think he would just say Hobbs.
Who was the
yeah.
What movie
You
was
should
that?
get triple
Hobbs
credit.
and Shaw.
Oh.
Yeah,
It
there's
was a
that.
Fast
That
and
was like the
Furious thing.
hardest one.
Yeah, it was a hard one. I get it.
Okay. Next.
Name 3 types of hat.
Top hat, bowling hat, propeller hat.
Whoa, this guy is a hat man.
It's weird the way to name 3 types of hat.
Didn't go ball cap, didn't go cowboy hat. He went
got it, though.
propeller hat. I love it,
got
dude. That's awesome.
Last one.
You deserve the win. I hope you get this. Name 3 NFL teams that are blue.
Rams, Chargers, Panthers.
Checks out.
Yeah, checks out indeed. All right.
Not a lot
Hang
of
on,
blue,
Mike.
but there's a little
There's
blue
a
in
little
the
blue in there.
Panthers.
All right, one final contestant. Let's go, Mike in Fenton. Mike. Oh, 2 Mikes in Fenton. Mike T in Fenton. Good morning, Mike.
Morning.
All right, Mike. Final contestant. Here we go.
Name 3 places that sell chicken nuggets.
McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King.
Yep. Good on you. Next.
Are they chicken nuggets at Wendy's?
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were straws or
No.
strings or something.
Chicken
Wendy's
fries?
chicken nuggets.
Oh, they're chicken fries, right? That's what
Oh,
I-
at Burger King?
Yeah,
You think
yeah.
Burger King.
Oh, all right. And
Does
the,
Burger King sell chicken? I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
look it up.
Chicken fries.
I'm not the guy.
Come on, judges.
Dang
Burger-
What are you
judge.
doing?
I don't know. I'm hungry.
Next.
Next, I
just get-
thought we were
No,
clarifying.
this is a judge's fault.
Okay, well, then let's go.
Short on time.
I'm looking.
Let's go with name 3 instruments that King Scott can play.
Harmonica, drums, guitar.
Yes? Yes. Yes.
Nice.
All right, Mike. Congratulations.
I could play them. I don't know if they're all that great.
Yeah,
Dude, I hate the internet. Like, I just want to see the Burger King menu right now. It's not letting me see it.
just type in Burger King chicken nuggets.
Chicken fries. They have chicken fries.
Surely they have nuggets as well, yeah?
Maybe at one point they had. No, I don't know.
I do not believe that they are
We got to take a break.
Has
We'll
no
come
one
back.
had a
purveyor
burger?
of nuggets, as it were.
Has no one had it from
We'll
Burger
take a
King?
break.
Skinny nuggets.
Royalty will not have a nuggie.
We got to do sports after the break. 9:29 Monday. Traffic and weather. One final look. Moon coming at
Hey,
you.
you got to admit, when you see the chicken fries picture, it
They
is
look good, don't they?
attractive. Go, ooh, yeah.
Want to dip those in
Not
some
though.
sauce.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. All things clear. Your point forecast, partly cloudy with a morning freeze warning, high of 44. Right now it's 33. At the Point Studio, your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Flip side of that.
Couple minutes left. Let's do sports. All right, Moon. What do we got?
Well, nothing good, really. Sports is presented by DraftKings, a casino queen. Think you know football? Bet on it. DraftKings, a casino queen sportbook.
Yeah,
First,
pretty much bad news all around. Guys.
yeah, in a nasty cold rain at City Park, City SC, the top seed in the Western Conference, couldn't control Sporting Kansas City, the number 8 seed. Remember, this is the best of 3 first round of the playoffs, and now City SC head to Kansas City, a must-win situation. SKC was playing their 3rd game in 9 days, but they scored 3 times in the first half to take command and went on to win 4-1 in front of a sellout crowd here at City
It
Park.
was a drubbing. A drubbing, I tell you.
It wasn't good. Defense was loosey-goosey, and has got to start cleaning things up. We'll talk more. Rockio and I will talk more this week on the Soccer 101 podcast. I encourage you to subscribe if you're interested in just like kind of hearing some of the breakdown of the strategy and why we lost that and how that loss was really just like simple strategy done by Sporting KC, right? And-
Also, this guy's going to be on Channel 2 tomorrow.
What?
Talking soccer.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder.
That's big.
Game 2 is Sunday at Children's Mercy Park in Kansas City. Game 3, if necessary, will be even November 12th at City Park. My biggest worry going in is the defense, like I said, was clearly mediocre, allowing more goals than it has in any MLS game this season. City SC was the only home team or team with a better seed to have lost so far in the MLS playoffs. So, shoot, boys. I'm going to go to this story. It's very sad. Former NHL player Adam Johnson tragically died after a freak accident during a game in England on Saturday when he suffered a catastrophic cut to his neck. Johnson,
You guys see the story?
No.
Yeah.
Johnson plays for the
Horrible.
Nottingham Panthers of the Elite Ice Hockey League. Was involved in a mid-ice collision midway through the second period during the against the Sheffield Steelers. 29-year-old dude was slashed by the skate of an opposing player during a collision on ice. According to a report, Johnson was treated on the ice before taken to Sheffield's Northern General Hospital while players made their way back to the locker room. Nearly 8,000 fans were there and asked to leave. The team announced Johnson's death on Sunday morning after the tragedy.
As a parent of a
Terrible,
kid
man.
who plays youth hockey, for God's sakes, make sure your kid wears a neck guard. For the love of God, they have them built into undershirts now too, like made of Kevlar.
Yeah.
Like so, my son wears one that he just puts on.
Yeah, my
himself.
son did too.
And he is
It's mandatory.
I didn't know.
they're supposed to be wearing them, but there are a lot of players, and my son had a couple games yesterday. I saw a lot of kids not wearing them. Parents, come on.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because the thing I also thought was weird is I saw this headline on Twitter, so you click it, and I can't believe the video. Like, people they keep posting that video everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Don't
and this
do
is
that.
ridiculous.
I haven't seen it. I don't
He
wanna
played
see
for the Penguins for a couple seasons, so they had a statement, and his team had a statement.
Horrible.
The NFL Pick'em Challenge.
Oh, what happened, Moon?
Well, BT won it with 11. King Scott on our team with 10, baby, even though he
Thank you.
missed Thursday.
Thank
even
you.
though he's totally royally screwed us and screwed up on Thursday
What?
and missed his pick.
What?
Oh, who else got 10 points?
I also got 10 points.
Who
because
else also
I
didn't make their
totally
pick?
royally screwed everybody
Okay.
and didn't properly do the pick on
Just
Thursday.
so you guys know, 2 people did not make their Thursday game picks, which were gimmies.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
And final score: Rizz Show, Fast Lane, Week 8.
Tied. Absolutely tied. Carrie and
I'm
Rafe
so
both had
mad.
10.
Tied.
Marsh had 9. Stalter had 8. Rizz had 10 as well. Lern, I'm sorry you lost with
Tonight's
8.
game does not play.
Well, why don't we just shoot me today?
No, we'll do it tomorrow.
Whatever.
Everyone has the same pick tonight
Everybody's got the lines
on
tonight.
both teams.
Yeah, so it's
My
gonna-
ass is ready
It's
now.
going to come down to the tiebreaker. As of now,
You two should get
we're
shot
winning
too, by the
even though
way.
we're
I'm just
tied.
saying.
You two
What
should
is the
take my
tiebreaker?
hey,
two
we
shots.
did no reminders on that Thursday.
Okay, I'm owning That's Your Sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Also,
I
are you,
legit wanna
reminders.
know.
are you not reminding us? Like, it was said
We didn't
at
even
the
talk
party
about
on
on
Saturday
sports
that
or
maybe
anything.
because you've been shot 5 times, that you're now taking the competition in this room.
What? Are
Yeah.
you? What?
That you're not telling us to make our picks.
You're
Normally
all
you say-
adults here.
I know.
Every one of us is an adult.
Are you
Admit
competing
it.
within your team because you don't want to get shot anymore?
Are you crazy?
Yes, I am.
Allegations. This is where it all
Is
falls
she out of her
apart.
mind?
Don't look at me, man. You just yelled at me. I
Hey.
made my picks from Vegas, and I did all right.
I'm just clearing the air here,
Just
man.
be
We're on
honest.
the same team.
What? You didn't
After
make a pick on
taking-
Thursday, and you didn't make a pick.
Yeah, I did. I made multiple picks,
Yeah.
and I didn't hit
I
next.
apologize,
didn't
but I
save.
made up for it. I thought.
No.
I blew it though.
No.
We've already confessed. We're sorry.
What?
We have made mistakes.
Because of you two, we lost.
First of all,
We
And then
tied.
how dare
First
this
of all-
person?
Well,
we're tied.
Because of you
I'm
two, we
just making
tied.
sure.
A tie is a loss.
Now you're really changing
A
things.
tie is a loss.
But no, the conversation needs to be had is a tie or is a tie a win if depending on the tiebreaker, because we have a winner in
I don't
here.
know what the tiebreaker is.
Why wouldn't we have a winner in the competition?
Hey, man, I love you. I just want to make sure that you are wanting us to succeed here still, even though
How
we are.
dare this person even bring my wanted to win into question?
There's no ties here. I think we needed to establish that
Is
however
the score the
system,
tiebreaker? That's what I'm asking.
however the system
Can
works.
you call Anthony Stalter then and figure this out? Because I'm tired of talking to him. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure. All right, Anthony, I'm calling you in a minute.
Call Anthony Stalter. I don't
There-
want to talk to him.
There are people who are concerned
T20's Grunt says failure to submit picks should be an auto 5 shots.
that
I say it's an auto one shot, but okay. I'll go. What?
I set up an Outlook reminder for myself
Failure
that
to-
says make your picks on Wednesdays.
you had been reminding everyone in the room, and there's concern that you had taken so many shots that you now see this as an in-room challenge.
Get
You
outta
conceded
here.
the loss to Fast
I
Lane.
will take 10 shots if it means kicking their ass.
Okay. That's
You heard it
what-
here.
That's
All
what I
right.
want to hear.
Dang.
You heard it
I
here.
like.
That's
I just
kind of
make sure they
leadership.
didn't
To
Right.
bring my
Yeah.
integrity into.
That's
into
their game,
question.
man. They want you to turn on your own team.
I'm not.
All right? We are not
I'm
turning on
not.
each other.
He's back.
I'm back. I never went away.
I'm assuming the score is the tiebreaker. Whoever gets closest to the actual score.
That's what I think as well. I mean, that's how we do it in here with that little point system, the plus 10, plus 90, plus whatever.
We better work this out.
And somebody broke it down for us, and I couldn't articulate it back.
There's too much math going on.
Yeah,
I'm just not in the mood for math.
But there is a systematic math breakdown that happens that determines the winners that have tied. And I say we go with it.
I think it should be over. Closest to the actual point total without going over would make sense to me. So let's say you chose 21-20 Lions over who do they play tonight?
So
the losers.
So one game is determined.
I'm saying everyone had to pick the tiebreaker in the room. We all have to pick score for the Monday night game. So we all have scores entered in right now. I would say between the two rooms, whoever picks the score and is closest without going over. So if you pick the Lions win 21-20, your total cumulative score is 41. If the total points in the game are 41 or above, and you didn't go over, and you were, or like say the total cumulative score is 43 points. You chose 41. No one else is closer. You win for your team.
That's how it works as of now. So like right now,
that is how it works.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought they had to pick the actual score.
Then talk to
in
Stalter.
a way. Because right now we have all of our pick numbers plus 0. So when the tiebreaker thing happens,
it's factored in.
Yeah. So when the score happens, that's why we pick the score, and it will take cumulatively. All we'll do is we'll just add up the pluses, and whatever team has the higher plus number, that's what the system has determined is the winner.
But
and I say we go with it
for the whole season.
Well, we got to do it some way, and this is how the system. This is the system in which we're working.
System sucks. You guys forgot to make your pick.
We
shouldn't even be having this conversation. We should have been up by 1.
You're right, and I'm sorry. God,
no, because BT didn't make his pick. BT didn't make his pick either.
Right,
and he's winning.
And he's winning.
I hate sports, man. I hate this.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap her up.
Cheers.
Fandango is next. Hell of a Monday show, guys. Woo!
Nice work.
Before we get out of here, we got to shout out the companies that have made some very generous donations to the Song Society. And we'll begin with the company that Moon's head is representing.
That's right, Faster House, fasterhouse.com. Faster House is your local home buyer here in St. Louis. If you or somebody you know has a house that they need to sell quickly, Faster House is the place to go. No formal inspections, contingencies, or shenanigans. They'll get you to the closing table even if the house smells like cats.
All right.
Check out fasterhouse.com to learn more.
Lern?
Yes.
Your head is sponsored by?
My whole soul is sponsored today by getawaycarts.com, local St. Louis golf cart dealer, and they have new and used golf carts. They even have e-bikes, and they have all sorts of financing available so they can fit all budgets. Full service and customization of golf carts available. Call them anytime, 314-650-2951, or find them online at getawaycarts.com.
Raffles.
Flynn Landscaping, specializing in lawn landscape maintenance, irrigation, and arbor care to do Frontenac and surrounding areas. They are hiring right now. Salary and hourly employees could make up to $78K per year with paid vacation and sick days, with paid training and certifications. For more information on hiring or working for this company, go to FlynnLandscapingInc.com. That's FlynnLandscapingInc.com or 314-243-6784 for more information.
Thank you, Flynn Landscaping. King Scott.
Yes, just-in-time construction and remodeling. Now fall and the holidays are approaching. We're starting to spend more time indoors, and you've probably realized that it might be time for the updated kitchen, bathroom, finished basement, painting project, or just some minor repairs. Let Justin and his team of experienced remodeling contractors help bring those into reality. He's been serving St. Louis since 2002, so give him a call directly to see how he can be of service to you today. 314-570-2000, or reach out to him on Facebook, Just in Time 24/7.
And my head is sponsored by Trimlight Southeast Missouri. Thanks. It's their second week sponsoring my head, and they're a very generous donation to the Song Society. One-time install, lifetime glow, no more hassle. Trimlight Southeast Missouri. Hit them up online, trimlightsemo.com, trimlightsemo.com. Blog is titled today, or podcast is titled today?
Well, mummies love museums.
That is true.
They do, man.
Well, everybody, happy day before Halloween.
Don't forget to
day before.
text your ex today.
Text your ex. They need some candy corn. All right. Is that it? Good to go. Good to
Yes,
go. Good
that's
to go.
it. Goodbye,
All right.
Ted.
We leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz member of the day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. HotShotsNet.com/Team Rizz from Columbia, Illinois. Michaela Miko is out.